You're up.
Hey, welcome back to D&D House, where a bunch of nerds get together, roll dice, and slay monsters.
Oh, 9.
What'd you roll? 9.
New record.
It's Monday, so tonight we're playing some My Hero Academia Dungeons and Dragons. It's your boy Tafa and our lads Ian, Ty, Adriana, and Wyatt. Hey, shut that off! Shut your phone off!
Shit.
Please
silence your cell phones now.
There's not a system for negative inspiration. And where we left off last week, it's about to be Wednesday morning in the week, heading into internships. But before we start the game,
we're here to plug our Discord. Join it. It's on the channel description.
It's also in the YouTube channel.
And in the YouTube channel descriptions. And everywhere. Be sure you check mark in the rules so that you don't just get caught viewing everything like a loser. Don't be a lurker. Be my friend.
Or don't.
Please.
I'm not a cop.
I've been having issues with the bot where it's supposed to send a message when you join to tell you click the check mark, and it just hasn't been.
I don't think it does that.
And also, it doesn't it's still not posting whenever we Twitch stream. I don't know why.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Discord.
Be
Join
my
it.
friend.
I'd love to talk to you guys. You're cool.
Love me. Like my father wouldn't.
Alright.
Woo! On that delightful note, Zhao Fei, how do you start your Wednesday morning?
How do I start my Wednesday morning?
Crying?
I can't jump on Kite's chest on the Wednesday. That's too
Dude.
outside of it. I'm going to go on a walk, but I'm not going through the forest. I'm going to just start walking randomly through other wings of campus.
There are lots of paths around the campus.
Oh, yeah, and, just in buildings and stuff. I'll walk by, support down that hallway. I don't know, man.
Every building is, open. So
yeah, and they don't have, dead endings. They always got, the double stairwell kind of thing going. So I could just, stairs might not exactly be my friend, but I bounce everywhere. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay, are you sleeping in?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Ito?
How's the weather been?
It's starting to turn. It's starting to get a little warmer. It's still kind of windy. It always will be. You're in the mountains near the coast, so. But just a little bit warmer.
I'm gonna get coffee and then she's probably gonna walk through the forest instead of taking the bus. So we get up a little earlier.
Okay.
Usual. Going to the gym.
Cool. Not bad, not bad. You three Muppets roll d12s for me.
3, my lord. It's number 3, my lord.
1.
4.
4.
Ooh.
Fucking classic.
Whack.
It's a good thing we're not trying to make damage rolls.
Jake, that's your shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I know. Perception check, Zhao Fei.
That's not a bad start to the day. That's 27. Fucking hell.
You hear the sounds of rigorous activity on one of the rooftops of the main buildings.
Oh.
I can't resist. I'll go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go see.
Into a rocket. What?
Jesus Christ!
They can float up there.
I'll stab you, man. I'll stab you.
We all float up there.
You'll float too.
We all float down here.
Yeah, you go up the stairs up to the roof access, and there's already a student up here who is just training and fucking around. You kind of know this guy. You've seen him around. He has dark hair, but he has like these kind of green frosted highlights at the ends.
Cool.
And his eyes glow like a very kind of bright emerald color.
Oh.
Yeah, he's relatively well built. He's in Class B. I just don't know how familiar your character is with him.
It's Sir Sucks-a-Lot, right?
Shisokumo.
Yeah, not very familiar. I shook his hand once, I think.
Or no, sorry, Fuzan Uzumaki, my bad.
Fuzan.
Wrong guy.
Yeah, I think I shook his hand once. Way back in lunch days.
He was at your entrance exam.
Yeah.
He was kind of a prick.
Yeah. He just has a wide stance, arms out, legs spread, and he's standing facing away from you, just out over the side of the building. Not super close to it, but it just seems like he's doing some kind of exercises here, and he's just breathing in really heavily, and then he's just releasing these massive vortex exhalations.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. You can go talk to him, but he's not paying attention right now.
Yes, I will go talk to him.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Hey, hi.
Yeah, you bounce up and he immediately just like drops stance and turns around, just like half turn, like.
Oh, sorry, I heard the ruckus. You're in Class B, right?
Yeah,
Fuzon. I think we shook hands once.
you're the class rep for Class 1A, right?
Yeah, Zhao Fei.
Good job at the sports festival.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I really like the tornado thing that you're doing. That's super cool.
Oh,
Can you launch things super far like that?
well, I guess it depends on the thing.
You think you could yeet me into the woods? From here?
Yeah, he just kind of turns and he stops, looks at you. Just because I can, I don't think that means I necessarily should.
I desire to fly.
He does, that's true.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really fall.
All right. Yeah, he starts walking towards you, and he takes these deep breaths, and then he starts to exhale. He takes a forward stance, and he swirls his arms, and it creates this whipping vortex around and in front of him. And he just kind of holds his arms out, and he concentrates, and you are immediately sucked into it. You start to spin around and around and around. Last call. See you around, you crazy bastard. And he sends the vortex towards the side of the building, and you go.
Team Rocket's blasting off again!
You get flung out. It's not like super far, but it's way further than you could have gone on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You get flung out a good like 20 meters.
And I just glide from there.
Hmm.
Enjoy myself.
Oh,
I enjoy the wind ruffling through my feathers. It's a good way to start the morning.
Shit, I should have asked him if he was here more often. Be a really good morning routine, actually. Damn it.
So just
Alright,
descend with my thoughts.
then you descend into the woods.
Yeah?
What fun. The rest of you go get coffee. Just for yourself?
Yeah, and when she's like walking through the woods, she's like vaping one hand, coffee in the other, and working on jumping from tree to tree without without portals, but
Just acrobatic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll an acrobatics check.
16.
16? You've done better. You find yourself like barely catching yourself from a lot of these jumps, or just like slipping a bit and sliding down the tree, or just dropping. But it's not very high to drop, so you're fine. But
Just trying not to spill the
yeah,
coffee.
definitely have to work on that, and yeah, not spilling your coffee. Sleeping in, you're going to the gym. Fun. Not much crazy happens at the gym this morning. So,
Just how I like it.
yeah. You see lots of folk around. It's not too long before we get closer and closer to start of homeroom.
It's
and
time.
everyone gathers together. Some of you get into class, not late, but later than your usuals, as we're all wandering around campus at weird intervals. Interesting choices.
I wasn't expecting to be that far away from the main building.
Mm-hmm. It's flung into the woods.
I can't pass up those opportunities.
You can't get a fly.
Those are precious,
Jet, did
precious
you-
memories.
Stand in front of the hairdryer this morning or something?
Oh no, one of the guys from Class B makes tornadoes and he flung me off the roof.
Oh, green hair dude?
Yeah, Fuzon, he's great.
Yeah.
Not bad. Homeroom gets started, and the day gets a moving. I need someone to roll a d12 for me.
I got you. Bring it from my D12. 9.
9. All right. Thank you.
999 is the scariest number to Australians.
Stop it. We keep moving through the class day. English, Woo.
Stupid.
That's pretty good. Anyway.
Pause while we all giggle like idiots for 2 minutes.
Modern lit.
Alternatively, 96 is their favorite though. So.
Yeah, 96 is their favorite.
Okay.
You got it. You got it.
Oh.
Math and science. Power Loader gets to come in today and just like say hello. He helps with a demonstration of a device used to help simulate some of the lesson plan today. But not much else of note. And eventually we get to lunch. Lads. What's happening? It's Wednesday.
It's been a little while since I've had lunch with the gals. Where's Mina and Toru?
Lunchroom.
I'm there.
All right. With the rest of you muppets. Fools.
Because we already agreed to do studying the next 2 nights, right? So Wednesday, Thursday.
Mina's word.
Nothing Friday and Saturday though. Cool. I was originally gonna plan on sitting with the girls as well, so I'll join you.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Usual spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, usual.
Tree.
Tree.
We love the tree. I need a roll perception check.
It's the perfect place for Minay to look at you. Minay.
16.
Not enough.
He's a silver fox and he's not even 20 yet.
Jesus Christ.
No, my quirk is the clown.
My quirk is the clown. I'm not a fox person. I'm a person.
I'm here, Judge.
I'm a
not
clown
cat.
person.
Shadow's the furry, not me.
No, I'm a plushie. Please, no.
Yeah. Hanging out in your tree. You see, people from class 1A and other classes. People you know or at least are aware of in the area outside. It's pretty nice. Seto and Kaminari come walking by at one point and they kind of wave at you a little bit. Seto kind of like stares a little, like not awkwardly, but just a little longer than he probably should. And then like keeps walking because he's like staring like while walking, you know what I'm saying?
Oh god, it's above me.
Yeah, no clown.
You look up and the pie hits.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, pretty normal. You see some of the people from the support and general studies and business course. You see Tosha and Minai and some people that he is friends with. And Minai kind of waves at you, but she doesn't come over to talk to you, thankfully.
What's Sarah looking at?
You,
Creepy ass.
you're welcome to roll a sense motive check, but who needs to?
I'll roll it. Why not? No. 11.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, you're putting that in.
He was looking.
He's looking.
Awkward guy. Kite. Not Sarah, Kite. Lunch. You hanging out.
Yeah.
Still and quiet as the grave, you have your headphones in and food in your mouth. Tokoyami comes and sits down, and eventually Shoji comes and joins too, but it's the guys, they're quiet.
The
They
boys.
don't make any ruckus.
Duck boys.
They don't ask any questions.
Perfect.
Quiet lads.
Best friends ever.
Quiet lads. But you two,
Hey.
do you guys like go through the lunch line with them, or do you catch them at the table kind of thing?
If someone will hold me,
People will always
Yeah.
hold you, Zhao.
then yeah, I'll go through the line with anybody if they hold me.
I have to go a little bit later because I have to stop outside debate before I can go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you head to the lunchroom with Toru and Mina and Kaminari.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys go through line. Toru was going to carry you because she always
Great,
loves
yeah.
it. Although Kaminari's occasionally just like, pass him. And she's like, no.
Ass. I'm not actually a stuffed animal, guys. I'm just walking impaired.
Mobility impaired.
That's not your first
I can't-
hero character that's been that way.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
It's the first one that's been my choice.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Just to compress his dangerous kids.
Press is
What are you
dangerous.
talking about? The other one was your choice, motherfucker.
Tell no one.
All right. And
I just
Yeah.
can't see over the counter on my own.
you guys get lunch and eventually go sit down. Kaminari's just like, I can't stay too long, but I thought I'd come by and say hi,
Yeah. What? You're not gonna sit with us?
No, I told Sero I was gonna go outside with him today.
Ah, outside's nice. Kite hangs out outside.
Yeah, he's always in that tree.
Yeah, he likes trees.
He's kind of a
He's like a nature guy.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Classic. You eventually come and join them, and yeah, what are you guys talking about?
So we're studying tonight, right?
Yeah. Tonight, tomorrow night?
Yeah, perfect.
Sweet. I was thinking, ladies, I suppose Joe, you're invited as well, but I don't think you'll want to. Having a sleepover Friday night into Saturday, we all just get ready and go school together.
Maybe, but I don't know. I mean,
I'd also floated the idea of doing one next Saturday night, or 2 Saturday nights from now, when we get back from internships, and then like just after that, like the Saturday after, so Momo can join too, and we can also talk about like what happened.
well, I don't think I'm really going to be against that. I'm just thinking, I kind of want this weekend to myself, seeing as we're all going to be, going out of town and basically being on a big field trip for a whole week.
That's fair.
I'm invited to a sleepover.
Yeah, so we have let's plan on it in 2 weeks, and Momo can be there too. I'll remind her about it.
Wait. Hold up real quick. When are we going to actually start doing cheerleading stuff?
Oh yeah, I gotta talk to Momo about that.
Yeah, you do.
She was supposed to pick a day.
Yeah, she is.
Soon.
All right. As long as you guys aren't forgetting or anything, because
Check the group chat.
Momo chose a day. It would be Wednesday night, week after internships.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we got next Wednesday. Well, Wednesday after next Wednesday.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, don't want to forget about that.
Yeah.
And
I'd never.
so, are you still trying to have that sleepover style event this weekend?
No, then.
No.
We'll put it off till the Saturday after we get back from internships.
Mina and Toru are down for that.
The best part about moving in with Kite was it was like every night was a sleepover, except we had separate rooms and he didn't want to hang out with me.
Shit. Okay.
Well, if you're up for it, you don't have to. We all just camp out in the living room.
That sounds awesome. I've never slept in a living room before.
Yeah, we just have sleeping bags and lay out the cushions and.
Yeah, cushions are great. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, or whatever you like to sleep in, because when we were at my place, I just dragged my bed out. That worked.
You drag your whole bed into a living room?
I mean, it's just like a mattress.
That sounds great.
It's pretty light. We had an air mattress too.
Oh, yeah. Back at my uncle's place, we don't have a living room, so I never bothered trying to move my nest anywhere.
Yeah.
If I got down in the salon, he'd yell at me because it gets sticks everywhere.
You bring that up, and Toru just kind of, Zhao, you've never said anything about your family. Are they all bird people too?
Yeah, it runs on my dad's side with the men in the family. So my dad he was a lot taller and a lot more human-like. And my uncle, he's shorter, but he's still way taller than me and Minetta.
Were they more like Tokoyami then?
No, at no point did we have skin color. We're all blue chickens.
Oh, just
But my dad, full size, 5'9".
It's a big damn chicken.
That's scary.
Oh.
Yeah, and he had a Gumby neck. He twisted up and then like a whip.
Oh.
Yeah, he was cool.
Oh, kind of like your legs, right?
Yeah,
What?
like my legs.
I've never seen your legs do that.
A few people have seen the legs.
2 people have seen the legs. Yeah.
Get a lot more just a pillow piece out of that one.
Yeah, my uncle's great. He's got an enhancement style quirk.
You seem really close with your uncle.
Yeah, well, when you live with someone for so long.
That's fair. I had a couple of friends because being a kid, my mom's a cop, so I had a lot of kids who lost their parents and lived with other people. So they got really close with their grandparents and stuff, and that was an interesting thing to see.
Maybe your mom knows my uncle and all of his friends. They talk about cops all the time.
Oh.
They talk about
Jesus Christ.
They talk about cops like how I talk about cops, or how my mother talks about cops.
More like how you talk about
Yeah.
cops.
So she might. She might know.
Since we're way away from where you guys live, so I don't know. Yeah.
Fair. She traveled a lot. She was a specialist, I suppose. Is a specialist. I think. I haven't really talked to her. She might be dead. Anyway.
You should double check that. That'd be a terrible thing to happen.
Eh. so 2 weeks from now, 7.
2 weeks from now sounds great. This is gonna be awesome, everybody.
Yeah, terrible.
She's like, it hasn't responded to my text, so whatever.
Who all are we inviting?
I mean, Mina, Toru, Sue, Momo. We can invite Jiro too. She didn't want to do it last time. Uraka.
So just all the girls.
Yeah.
Classic.
And the plushie.
And the plush
Okay.
chicken.
I mean, if we want to
Right.
invite any of the guys, we totally can.
Are
That's
you
a dangerous thing
are
to
you
say.
really gonna give me this power?
I mean, I think just make sure that's people that you think are safe.
I mean, if you want to have it more
Well-
like a girls' night, maybe we should talk to like Kendo.
Where are we having it again?
We do it at my house. I think Momo said potentially if she had enough heads up, we could do it at her house.
Okay, but I really like having all sorts of people, but just want to make sure you don't have too many, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's definitely a maximum occupancy for sleepovers.
How many people can lay down in a living room?
That's all
How many
together.
people should? You know?
Oh, yeah.
Better question.
Let's give
Like,
it just...
sometimes people don't see me and they, like, roll over on my legs or, like, my head, and it's horrible.
Walker knows science. We should ask him.
Stupid.
I think we'll just keep it to the girls in 1A.
This
And Zhao.
this conversation's
Zhao,
been
great.
delightful.
This conversation has dropped my IQ about 6 points. I'm starting to get a weird hunger pain for paste.
Your Australian doppelganger's gotten smarter then.
Well,
Oh, God.
he needs it.
I think that's all I've got to talk about. I didn't really have any plans going into this.
Oh, Christ.
Didn't
Well-
expect us to say yes.
Lunch comes and goes. Hey.
Macarena.
I need a perception check from you, Walker.
Alright, my best stat.
I know.
Oh, composite 20. Okay.
Delightful.
Okay.
Delightful. You get back to the classroom. Someone with a big heart, good intentions, and absolute lack of tact is staring too much. It's Rikido, and he's staring at Ida like a lot, just like between like the lectures and between classes. Like it just seems like he's just like, you know. And like occasionally he looks over at you, and like you catch him looking at you, he's just because he's trying to get a feel for what you told him about, and is completely.
Brain dead.
The good thing is Ida is about as perceptive and socially aware as a dead squid. So
I just kind of mosey up to Sato at some point. Just classic.
yeah, you catch him between
Passing periods.
between heroics and history
You alright, mate?
or art. He's kind of huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine. What's up? Are you good?
Yeah, you just, you're a lot.
I didn't even. I was just thinking about what we were talking about.
I was thinking of, there's a study session tonight and I want nothing to do with it. I was gonna see if he wanted to come over and make my place and I'd maybe cook something. You're invited too.
Vice rep?
Yeah, vice rep.
I mean, like, maybe, but I mean, he's cool, and I think I know he likes you, but like, there's no way he's gonna choose just hanging out over studying, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Real quick. Bob the subpar builder, thanks for following. I've been waiting to say that one.
Oh, it's fucking gold! That's what y'all were laughing at.
That's what we're
Oh,
laughing
it's
I was looking
fucking
at the chat, and I was
gold.
like,
It's a damn good. No.
You'll appreciate this, Ian. I didn't know we had followers from Shaw Construction Incorporated.
I got that one. Woo! This
They
joke.
only pour concrete with M&M.
Oh, fucking Christ. Shaw. I'm cringing. Well,
You know-
Bob the subpar builder. What a king.
no, we do have a Boy King 69, so I don't think.
Yeah, we do have Boy King 60.
Hey!
Yeah.
How about War Crimes Bosnia 3000?
Not yet. Not yet.
420.
Except for 3,000 Bosnia. Come on, get it right.
Okay.
Anyway.
Maybe not all night with the studying then.
Yeah. I mean, we could go to studying. I know I need more of it, and I was kind of planning to do that yesterday before everyone. That was fun.
Zhao's turning in his seat now. Wicked smiles.
Stop that. You look like Jim fucking Carrey.
All right, Alfred Hitchcock, I'm coming to your stupid study session.
Birds. Okay.
Ito said.
As Ito walks in the room, like,
Yeah, I know Ito said. Ito's got the subtlety of open heart surgery with a ballpoint pen. What do you want from me?
did I just walk into a roast session? I didn't even do anything yet.
Didn't do anything yet.
The rest of the class day starts moving art. Woo! We're back in the
Yeah.
art appreciation and like studying art, not making it. But hey, you guys just study it so you can make more of it with more informed decisions, like how complex we're gonna make our fucking card houses, right, Kite?
Yeah.
I'm making it in the style of this. What the fuck? You guys ever gonna do anything more than that?
Only if I'm forced to.
Eventually, Midnight's gonna yell at you.
Maybe I'll start using toothpicks and shoot.
Make a sugar cube fort. Sato would eat it.
No, you would not.
That might be bad for Sato.
Sato has to be mindful.
Is that the Colosseum? Marzipan.
Love the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Great British bacon show over here.
Yes.
Well, the rest of the class day, you know, it's relatively uneventful. Just more of getting ready for your test later in the week, getting ready emotionally and physically for internships.
Soon.
Soon.
Soup.
4 o'clock comes and the class day comes to an end. And I know you lads already have plans, huh?
Who's all coming studying?
Is it at your place?
Sure, yeah. I love having people in my place.
Okay.
Kite is gonna have an
Okay.
aneurysm. Can't escape.
You know, if you've overstressed Kite, you can use my place too.
Kite doesn't get stressed. Look at him. He's cool as a cucumber all the time, always.
Ah, yes, cucumber.
Alright, so
Study?
your place then.
Yeah.
Study?
My idea.
Study?
Zhao wouldn't let me
Yeah.
ditch if I wanted to.
Lads.
Also, she needs to study.
Ito said.
You said. You no regrets. No.
Study.
I'll
Yeah.
like a plus 60 on
Study.
history.
Yeah.
Study.
Yeah.
Other lads who said they needed to study. Zero. Sato.
Except he's just watching Ida. He's just behind Ida.
Always alone.
Always watching.
Always watching, Lazowski. Always watching.
Dark One. The Dark Lord.
The dog.
The Dark Lord.
Hey, my boy.
So wise and so powerful the Force. And, yeah, Kirishima would want to come too. 'Cause he needs to study. He's been hitting the gym. He needs to hit the brain
rat.
gym.
I need to wrinkle lift.
I need to wrinkle lift. Anyone else you guys are specifically trying to pull for studying?
Minotauro, we were talking about this at lunch. Where are you going?
Huh? Oh, it totally slipped my mind.
You were trying to sneak away. You don't want to study?
No, never. I'd never sneak away from studying.
Well, perfect. Well, then we're going.
What are you studying for again?
For the test?
What if I've like totally already studied for that this week?
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I
what
just-
Germany honored the Treaty of Versailles in 1918.
Ooh.
like Walker, don't believe you.
Those were really big words.
Maybe if you studied history more then.
You're studying tomorrow night too, right?
And you're coming to that as well, I thought.
Got him.
Here we go. I need you to roll a will saving throw because she's gonna try to diplomacy you here.
Damn it. 27.
Her diplomacy's good. It's not that good. She's
I mean, like, we could just not, you know.
Yeah, Okay.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, and it's just like she just like her eyes just go a little wide for like a moment, and
I was really looking forward to hanging out with you
Tor
guys
just like
tonight.
shoulder pushes her a little bit, and she's like, yeah, where are we studying? I mean, like totally.
Oh, it's in my place. It's gonna be so great. Come on, guys, let's go.
Emotional blackmail. Welcome.
You will become smarter.
Brain boy.
You shall learn.
All right, is that it? Is that the crew?
That's a pretty good sized crew.
That's a very big crew.
I don't think I feel the need to bully anybody else into coming.
That's more than half the class.
Yeah.
So you haven't texted
Get the
one
other
yet?
half tomorrow night.
Who?
Guys, actually, who? Shh.
Who? No one. It's fine.
They're on a different test schedule than us.
No, they're not.
No, they have the same one. It's
It's
general
general
studies,
studies. No, they
it's,
have a
and
different
business
one.
and support that have a different
I
schedule.
know for a
They have a
fact.
different schedule.
Because I've studied with them before.
That's right. They have a different schedule. Yeah, you okay?
Yes. Yeah.
No, they totally don't. I wasn't gonna invite anybody though because I thought it was
chicken.
it was
All right.
Ito's plan.
All right.
Then,
I'm sorry. Are you familiar with the term scapegoating?
Who's mobbing over immediately then?
No, I'm a chicken.
I'll fucking kill him. So I need a goat-based quirk. Just big horns, thick skull, stupid.
Why be a bighorn? You could be a
Craves
Epictetus.
salt. Craves narrow.
Why be whatever that is when you could be the like really disgusting one that gets like the 50 million chins? Have you seen that goat?
Oh, the goat.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Jabba the Hutt.
dinosaurs.
Oh, I thought we were
I'm like,
talking
what the
about
fuck?
goats.
Yeah, no, I know. I've seen that kind of goat.
You need someone to make food for everybody.
Oh my god, are you offering to make food for everybody?
That's kind
You're
of
a saint.
That's kind of my shtick at these things.
You're the best.
Don't run by the market.
You need any money? Kite, you should go with Walker.
Actually, that would be great. I'm a little skimpy this week, so.
Yeah,
Wait.
Kite will help. Kite can carry groceries too. He's super strong.
Gets you out of social interaction for a couple hours.
I guess it's worth it. Pass show off.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's next in line for the bird
Yeah.
holding.
Then who all heads over immediately? Then are you heading over, or are you gonna go home first?
I was gonna offer to go to the market, but it looks like we've got that taken care of.
I mean, you can come if you want.
Tokunami is just like, I too will abscond to the market.
I was gonna say, as the Americans say, is
You want to avoid social interaction? Go to the market with me. Everybody's just like, I want to go to the market.
Yeah, I need to.
If I just give you a $5, can you just get me a nice tea and call it a day?
Okay, you can
Okay,
come
very
with us. I mean, don't mind.
Someone needs to carry Zhao.
Points to the
Oh, no, it's
little
okay, I
army
can
of
bounce.
people who carry Zhao.
Yes. The ample opportunities.
Alright, it's just pass this
Yeah.
Zhao off to someone and
I think
text line.
everyone.
Toss
I
me, it's
think
alright.
almost everyone in this group would just like carry Zhao
The man-
without question. I think Midori is the only one, and he'd question it and then be like, "Oh yeah, sure."
Yeah. Well, okay, fine. For class rep.
Well, no, he's like, "Oh no, it's helpful. It's utilitarian."
If the man made friends any quicker, he could be a flavor aid salesman in the Bahamas.
Goddamn.
I always want
Well,
to go to the Bahamas. It sounds great.
That's what they said.
I love
you
coconut milk.
and one other, you two head to the store, and the rest of you, not everyone heads to your house immediately.
fine.
But you head over with a pretty decent-sized group.
As long as there's someone to carry me and make life a little easier.
Yeah.
Just crowd serve Zhao.
It's you, Ida, Cerro, and Sato.
Yeah, lads crew.
Lads.
Action team.
All right. Yeah, the rest are all gonna go home, stop at home first, and then make their way here. So,
Fantastic.
not bad. I need you to roll a perception check.
27 again. Damn.
You notice many things. Sato is the one who carries you over because he's one of your best buddies.
Mm.
You guys get there. First thing, neighbors aren't home. Classic.
Damn.
Because I always have to point it out now.
They will be my
Ida's like checking his phone like compulsively, like constantly. Sato is staring at him a lot, and it's starting to get awkward. And Zero is just like walking around the house, just like looking everywhere for something.
You searching for something, bud?
Yeah, he's huh? Oh, no, totally not. Why?
So what are you looking for?
Yeah, you know where that clown is?
No. Nobody knows where the clown is.
I haven't seen it all day. I thought we'd see it like at lunch or something, you know?
Oh no, sometimes he just goes.
Oh yeah, he just like
It's been like weeks sometimes where I haven't seen the clown because Kite won't summon him back.
wow.
Kite only has the ability to bring the clown back to him.
Do you think that's where it gets just like all of the?
Oh, I'm sure he gets it somewhere.
Wow.
One time he coughed up a baby carriage.
Oh, you're just a baby. An infant.
I have so many questions.
It was actually really convenient because I was really tired of bouncing that day. We were going on like a big school field trip.
Yeah, he loses it for like a good minute there. He's okay. Sorry, I gotta get that image out of my head. Alright, so yeah.
You know, the kids at school, in middle school, would always make fun of Kite for carrying me. And so he tried not to carry me back in the day. And so then the clown was like, oh yeah, here you go, and gave him the baby stroller so that way people wouldn't make fun of us.
That is so much worse.
That worked.
Something tells me that worked out great.
Yeah, hey, if you see it around, just tell me. Yeah, just let me know. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks. He sits down and stops searching. He just, gets comfortable and gets his phone out and scrolls and just kind of looks around. Sato is in the kitchen. He is doing dishes that were left out.
So have you talked to Ida? You've been
Just kind of, huh?
you've been eyeballing him really hard.
She's really
What?
cute.
Oh.
Who's cat?
Stop it. No, wait, why?
Well, you've been eyeballing him really hard, and then the things that you said the other night and stuff, and I just don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I just, he just seems a little off, a little different.
He's been really quiet.
You don't think it's about the sports festival, do you?
I don't know. I mean, he did better than Bakugo and Todoroki, and they were the loud ones that were all like, oh, haha, you were so below me. Brr, never did, brr."
Yeah, I just like
Exactly.
because he went against Walker, and Walker beat him, and then Walker stepped out the next round. And I don't know if that happened to me, I'd kind of feel bad.
You know what? That's probably pretty fair. It felt pretty cool. Well, I don't know how it felt, but it looked really cool when May walked out on me. But that was the first round, so.
Yeah, amazed that she's one of the. She's from support, right?
Yeah, she must have talked to Big Xiao quite extensively, because, man, we were, like, best friends on the field, I guess.
Yeah, you guys looked really good.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, he's just at this point getting all of his books out and like organizing for study, and he's just, Oh, well, right now I'm organizing our study session. I'm making sure to get all of my chapter notes and all of my different labels and make sure that everyone's oriented.
Goddamn, I'm glad to have you for this. I wouldn't do any of that stuff.
He's-
Last study session I tried to put together wound up just being a first date, and then we played Uno upstairs and avoided them.
That sounds
I think they're gonna get
terribly
married.
enthralling.
Excuse me?
Freaking shit. I don't think they're gonna get married. What a muppet.
Well, what else, bud? What's been going on? You haven't been too terribly tired. We haven't hung out like at all since Sports Festival.
Oh, well, yes. You see, I've just been extremely busy ever since Sports Festival.
What's been holding you up, man?
Well, I've been training in preparation for my Hero internship, and I've been making sure to study plenty. You see, history, it's not quite my best subject, and
There's a lie detected. Sense motive.
there's absolutely, roll it.
Every subject's your best subject.
History is literally his best subject.
Nat 19.
This man is lying!
Nat 19 plus 15 puts me at 34, plus 4 for targeted charisma checks with my boy. 38.
He is lying!
Son of a bitch!
What's been bugging you?
At that point, he just kind of like turns, and it's like you know that moment where like the face turns and the
And
glasses
the glass
are like
is just full glare.
yeah, like no longer see the eyes and the shadows darken a little kind of thing. Well, if we're being perfectly frank, class representative, there's just a matter of personal struggle.
Was
Not
it-
something that I would prefer to have any of my classmates and my peers involved in.
You doing okay though?
He keeps sorting through his book and all of his materials, and his face remains just like stoic and solid. And it's like a good minute before he really says anything. I'm just ready for these internships to be over. Maybe things will feel closer to normal without all of the pressure.
I'm like on the table, give him a little like forearm pat.
Whatever's bugging you, if you need any help with anything, you can always let me know.
He turns
Or if you
back
just
towards
wanna
you
talk, or
and he smiles and he says, "Of course. Thank you,
I
class
won't press you.
representative."
Now let's get back to you teaching us your best subject.
Of course. You caught him in the lie. Well, the rest of the squad people start to show up. Momo and Midoriya are quick. Kirishima and eventually the ladies. They're not even in their uniforms though. You know, they went home
Yeah.
and changed.
Yeah.
You lads at the market.
I'm not in the
Woo!
uniform either.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna start delegating these Muppets to find ingredients.
Did you go with them? Okay, gotcha.
And Tokoyami.
And Humekage. Yep.
Because we making some beef stew.
Mm.
Just a great double date.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and yeah. Tokoyami is
Yeah, he's totally into Tokoyami.
he's helpful. He's helpful enough. You guys managed to track down all of your ingredients and find your things. I need you to roll a perception check.
No.
Yeah,
It's
we
been
grabs,
so
like,
peaceful.
corn
The
and
dark
apples.
boy.
Oh,
Natural.
that's 20.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the
So like
clown.
he still has like his uniform on, right? But he's like he got rid of his jacket and he put a black like a black and gray kind of like charcoal hoodie.
Oh my god,
on
AC/DC?
over. And just hands in the front pockets, you know, hood up. You guys are going through the store, and like anytime you get within like almost shoulders touching kind of distance of Tokoyami, there is just like violent movement in his jacket. He just kind of like looks down and around it, mutters a
Your
word or
tumor's
two,
aggressive today.
mutters a word or two, and then just like diverts into a different aisle to like get more stuff for the food.
Well, he's about that age when that starts happening. It's okay.
Stop it! Stop it!
No reason boner.
That's how the kids at work will come up to us and then they'll start talking to one of us, and then like their face will just kind of drop and they'll cross their arms and like find a good reason to leave the conversation real quick, and we'll like.
Poor
"It's okay,
kids.
bud. It's alright."
Happens to the best of us, buddy. Happens to the best of us, guys.
They really do. It do we do.
But not at the pool. Never at the pool.
Never at the pool.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Ian, are you hiding some trauma?
we've all seen
But
this
yeah.
a lot.
You noticed that at the least.
I don't know what to do with that information.
I don't think
Good.
I'd care if you did.
Just violent movement like around and throughout his jacket.
Apples. Apples.
I think I upset Tokoyami's stomach.
Fuck. But yeah, that's really all that happens. You guys go to the market, come
Thank
back
God, no
around,
clown.
and
Thank God, no clown.
thank God, no. You guys come back, get back to the apartment, and soon enough, you can get the food started and cooking. You mostly are just like you're good. Sato is helping you, and then you're getting like occasional helpful just like little whiffs and tips from a couple other people who at least are familiar with the kitchen. Classic.
Been here the whole time.
And you're the whole time. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Double checking other stuff.
Need to go throw up for a second.
No reason boner.
No reason boner.
Excuse
We
me.
talked about it too much.
We get that stew going.
Just think
Yeah.
Walker Tokoyami fanfic.
Ah, gross. Dark boys with dark quirks.
No.
Walker and the Dark Boys.
Hey, bad name.
Walking in shadows. I hate it.
Shoji could be your lead.
Uh,
All 7 voices.
well, study time. Ida is going to lead the study session, but you guys have plenty of time to, have conversations and get food and between the lectures and the chapter reviews. You guys are going to make some good time today with the crew that you have. Lots of diligent, intelligent, no nonsense lads, but then also lots of fun people around. Because there's some overlap, but not enough.
Not enough. Not enough.
We can all be Xiaofei.
I don't know if I'm that fun.
He's both smart and stupid. He's in both crowds.
I get to exist comfortably everywhere.
He's very fun.
Downtime conversations, anybody?
I'm cooking. I don't know about y'all.
You're cooking some good stuff. Lots of people being like, ooh, like noticing the smell. There's some curiosity, but most of them are like, oh yeah, beef stew, classic.
If
Yeah,
you,
I smell
it's
like
easy,
beef.
it's hearty, feeds a lot of people.
sit with. I sit at Midoriya. So we found out more about Gran Torino, right? Was that the name?
Huh? Oh, well, that's kind of the thing, I guess. I did all the research that I could, and I just couldn't really find anything on him.
So why'd you choose him?
Well, he was the only person who requested me for internships, so...
But I mean, like, I know he requested you. You could have chosen someone else, though, right? Like, if you
Well, I could have, yes.
just felt it in your gut.
Yeah, I felt it in my gut. It's just strange, Pro heroes without really any public records or much acclaim to their names.
That's what that means. Are they like really, really good or really, really bad? But
Yeah, like our teacher Aizawa, he's known, but he's not particularly famous, and that's his choice.
exactly.
Because there's just a big ass poster of him right
Yeah.
behind Midoriya.
Yeah, but it's like a super blurry, like blown up.
Yeah.
Like there's
Some
no
found footage looking ass poster.
Yeah, like, I think we talked about that
Yeah.
early in the game. There's no like official merch sold for that guy. None.
Mm-hmm.
Not like Miss Joke though.
Tons for Miss Joke though.
Mm-hmm.
I got it all.
That's fair. So where are you going for that?
Oh, it's in northern Tokyo.
I don't remember where I am. I know with Majestic, but anyway. That'd be fun.
Majestic. I could check for that for you at some point.
It's never a biggie.
I do have a location.
It's more for conversation point. But.
Yeah.
And that'll be really fun. Tokyo's. I'm assuming you've been to Tokyo. At some point.
Yes. Not very often, but I've been.
It's a nice place. Especially for hero work, it's going to be exciting a lot of time. More often.
I'm
than
sure
not.
it'll be very busy in the city, and the crime rates are very different there, and the activity and the hours. I've done a lot of research on that, in my research for various heroes, and it turns out where they operate is a huge determining factor for their statistics, and he just starts getting into it.
Lets him go?
The mumble rapper begins.
Yeah.
Eminem, he's coming for you.
All he's missing is the face tattoos. He's already got the weird colored hair.
Christ, man. Let him live.
And the
He gets
Skittles
the scar in a bit.
teeth.
Ugh.
Skittles teeth.
Yeah.
Paste the tame though.
What?
Lads. I need you to roll a d20 for me.
19.
Fucking classic.
Oh,
What?
it's been so peaceful. Not now.
It remains peaceful.
Let's go.
For 30
Until.
seconds.
Until 47 news.
47.
Easy. Let me just draw my. Oh, hey, scythe, cool. I got this.
You are just what, being quiet, trying to avoid people.
Yeah,
Are you even like in the study session, or are you just in the house?
I'm in the study session. I'm just like
Okay.
not talking.
Yeah, Tokoyami is he's being that guy, and he's like not sitting on the couch, but he's sitting on the armrest, like relatively near to you.
I too perch on the armrest sometimes.
This fucking guy.
See, I knew this guy'd get it. We're perchers.
And every now and then, Dark Shadow like comes out of the jacket and just kind of like looks around the room a little bit and like kind of wanders. And whenever he comes near you, it's just kind of like it's like a sniffing motion, but it has no nose, so there's no sound.
Just bites your ankle.
It's just like kind of like moving around you a little bit. It's and he keeps moving.
Is it like a cat?
Kind of. He kind of has cat-like behavior.
Cat bird.
Cat.
Cat.
My favorite superhero, Catbird.
No weaknesses.
No weaknesses. No mercy.
No
Oh, yeah.
weaknesses.
Walker
no
bought
mercy.
some apples for Dark Shadow too.
Mm-hmm. You're kecking because Tokoyami already bought
Oh, okay.
apples for Dark Shadow.
I imagine they both walk into the same line together.
Mm-hmm. You're one of only a few people who know the apple secret. Mostly because he eats lunch with you. Classic. Still talking with the mumble rapper.
Yeah, sort of some goes. He doesn't get a lot of opportunities to without someone cutting him off. She's always down to learn more about this stuff 'cause she doesn't know a lot about it.
Mm-hmm. You, I mean, at some point, like everyone likes talking to Zhao.
Yeah.
Is there anyone Zhao wants to talk to?
I'm trying to think if there's anyone that Ian has a conversation to have with. Gonna make the most chaos.
Jesus.
Hey everybody, Ida's been really sad lately.
Stop it.
Absolutely not.
Stop.
Oh, we don't see the clown at any point, do we?
No, Clown doesn't show up.
I'll hang with the gal since I guilt tripped them into coming.
Good lad. Yeah, Toru's just constantly, just messing with you. Just handsy girl, you're a fluffy little thing.
Yeah, I'm a plushie.
You live for
I get
that.
it.
Or at the very least, you accept it.
I exist in the plushie zone.
Mm-hmm.
To the
danger zone. Fuck.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And at one point, Mina just, Hey, Zhao,
Yeah, that's me.
what was up with you yesterday?
What do you mean? What was up with me yesterday?
I mean, like, you were dancing. And I mean, like, you were all right.
Oh, when I was big? Yeah, I don't really remember. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because you totally like forget everything when you get big, right?
No, not usually. Usually it all comes back to me like at least the next day. I remember Jiro was kind of mad at me.
Yeah, Kyoko-chan doesn't really, like that kind of social interaction. She says she isn't, but she's shy.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Ian.
Another introvert to add to my collection.
Find addition to my collection.
Oi!
But seriously though, I mean, are you a dancer? Like, do you dance often?
No, I don't dance at all. My legs are too Gumby.
What about like in big form?
No, Big Zhao's really good at like gymnastics and stuff though, so it's not that far off, I guess.
Yeah, you didn't have any of the technique, but like, your flow is super on point.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dance again sometime. It was fun.
Yeah. But not now. I can't transform, otherwise I'll get too dumb to study.
Oh, yeah. we wouldn't want that, would we?
Nope, gotta study. Ito's word.
Mm-hmm. Say, can you help me with this? And yeah, she starts showing you her notes, which are just like horrendously poorly like organized, but decently comprehensive.
Oh, you poor sweet thing. Your organization is terrible. Here, let me help you out.
Yeah, you guys get into that.
When all you can carry around is a teeny tiny notepad, you get great at organizing.
What portion of history is this test on?
Oh, this is... I believe this is modern history. So you guys are currently discussing... this is mostly about, like,
Nom.
heroes stuff.
Oh,
No.
I mean...
Like snacks.
9/11.
Hero stuff. Okay. I was gauging how interested Walker was going to be.
Keeping in mind, right, that, like, anything pre... Like we're at the point in the world timeline that anything pre, like, the Sino-Japanese War is not modern history anymore, you know? Like, for us, anything 1800s and up is technically modern, not this. So, you guys are currently talking about, like, modern-day current Japan, because a lot of the focus of modern history is talking about heroes and the history of herodom, and...
Like Harambe.
The truest of heroes.
Jesus Christ. Next unit is about America and just international modern history, but there's a whole section about America because of how heroes came about there, and yeah, just interesting legal stuff about that. There's a good bit in this about All Might. You know, he doesn't have his own fucking chapter, but there are lots of pictures of him in the textbooks, and there are tons of, like, notable events, and it's like, All Might saved this whole fucking town, and everyone's like... because, man, that guy has defined Japanese history for almost 30 years. Fuck. Well... Fun. You are just still being a silent introvert.
Food's probably about done by now.
Food is almost certainly done at this point.
Yo, soup's on!
Mhm.
Stew.
Stew's on!
There you go.
Put her in the old toss pot. Let's go, everybody.
Nope.
Damn.
Not how that works.
Yeah, you guys take your long break from studying and just kind of all scatter, get your food, do the like. Tokoyami's still perched on the side of the couch. Momo is still, even though like she's eating right now, has her textbook in her lap and is like looking over things, making sure she hasn't missed any details. I need another perception check from you, Walker.
All right. Last one was a natural 16. Let's see.
Natural 2.
Natural 18.
Hey!
Okay. 22.
Ida, it's like eating his favorite food here, right? Has just like woken up just like a little part in Ida's brain somewhere. He's being a lot more normal than he's been in the last week.
Our boy's back.
He's just being a little more of himself.
You can't run from your emotions.
Oh, he won't.
Oh.
Jesus. You can run from everything else, but not this.
I have ODM gear, bitch.
He's still considerably
Shh,
faster.
shh, don't ruin my joke.
All right.
Okay, sit down.
But it is a confined space.
Sit down with a bowl and start studying.
So.
I need you to roll another d20.
No.
Oh yeah, Kai, we haven't seen Spooky and Giggly all night.
Why have you said that?
Are we free from the shadow
7.
of clown?
I don't know, are we? I'm not bringing him back.
Clown knife. Clown knife.
Clown knife. Fucking love that game. Dinner continues on without much wild ado. Someone kind of sneaks over to where you are sitting and just sits next to you with his big, kind of lanky arms and his huge bulbous elbows, and he kind of awkwardly, just sits on the couch between you and the next person. He's just like, "Hey, how's it going over here?"
It's going well. Midori and I were just talking about internship stuff.
Right. I was just wondering, you haven't seen the clown around, have you? I think
No.
you spend a lot more time with, these guys than I do.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen him since last night.
Dang.
I don't think he's always around. I think it's just when Kite, kind of when Kite chooses, but also like when Kite needs him.
He's like autonomous, right?
I mean, I feel like it's about as autonomous as like some of these quirks go. Like I don't know how Dark Shadow and Tokuyami, how autonomous that goes.
Right. I was just thinking, you know, I heard what happened with some erasers and you know, poor choices, and I was just thinking, God, I really need to give this guy just like a bunch of tape. So
I mean,
you feel me?
yeah.
Whoa, bro, we're just friends.
Stop.
We just gotta wait until he shows up. I mean, I don't think
Mhm.
Kite wants the thing around.
Yeah. I don't know. I just need to hear your opinion on it. I just need to, you know, I need a stamp of approval from one of my partners in pranks and crimes.
I think it's a great idea. I just know how to get the clown here without Kite.
Yeah.
But Kite doesn't
ask
really
him.
like having the clown around.
Yeah. Makes him uncomfortable. Cool. Thanks.
I suppose it doesn't really make me comfortable either.
Someone comes and asks you about your quirk. It's Momo. Because you guys have had conversations about this before, about like just biology and how your quirk works with fucking DNA and RNA. Fun. And she, you know, tries to get into a long conversation about all that. How much does your character actually know, like scientifically,
About his quirk or just science?
about his quirk?
He's got a pretty good. He's got a pretty good grasp on it. Like he knows what it does and how it does it. He just doesn't know how much it can do, why it does it, or the limits of it.
Okay. Yeah. She doesn't have anything particular to get into, but she's just interested in that. I was just thinking, do you think your quirk would have any adverse effects on anything I construct with mine? Seeing as they were formerly organic material with DNA and RNA sequences.
You know, that's a good question, actually. I hadn't thought of that.
It's worked on. From all I know, it just has to be somewhat organic. It works on plants, so I suppose trees would be fair game. I'm not. Oh, if you made like a cannon or something, I don't know if I could. Fuck, I'd have to try it.
Right. Well, I don't want to interrupt our study session, and maybe we can figure something out afterwards.
Yeah, sure.
I
Sounds
should have a few minutes before I need to leave.
fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything going on.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So yeah, she wants you to stay just a little later than everyone else, and slash or step outside at the end with her.
Sure.
And she wants to actually try that because Momo is intelligent and curious, and
That gives me information about it too.
you've had a conversation about your quirk before.
Because organic matter can be pretty loosely defined.
It can, and she doesn't know how much residual her is in the things she makes, and if it's just entirely thing, you know. So we'll find out. Mo boy.
I'm gonna go talk to Momo and just remind her of the sleepover.
Yeah. You go to her and she's. Oh, you mean the week after internships, right?
Yeah, so we'll get back this Sunday, and then 6 days from that.
Saturday night.
Yes.
Let me make sure I can mark it in my calendar, but seeing as I can give my mom 2.5 weeks of heads up, I think it should be fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Who else did we have invited? I know that Su-chan and Ashido were interested, but...
So just really, I was thinking the girls in class.
Alright. Well, I hope we can get it going. I'm excited.
It'd be a lot of fun. We missed you last time.
Yes, I wish I could be more involved, but
We all have lives.
thank
Okay.
you for understanding.
We just like having you around when we can.
Yeah, she appreciates the invitation. Alright. one more for the night. Kite.
11?
Yes, I love that this is how you contribute because you don't want to talk to anyone.
No.
It's time.
You know who rolled an 11?
It's a nice
We're at
breeze.
breeze.
Clown knife, clown knife.
Alright. You guys keep studying, and there's plenty of beef stew. It goes, for the rest of the night.
Are we in middle school?
I would fucking go for some beef stew right now. I
I mean,
would.
She's being dumb.
she's being a child.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is so funny. As the resident idiot. No. The night goes well. There's lots of studying. It seems like just about everyone's keeping up well, and the few times that, the group has to stop and backtrack to make sure, few people don't get left behind, it's extremely productive, to say the least. Everyone's starting to feel very ready for this history test, even those who otherwise feel a little overconfident about their chances. He's like, I studied once for like an hour
Today. Yeah.
I mean, like, I looked at the chapter review.
I was there when they taught it.
I was there when they taught it. I should remember just fine.
Jesus Christ, Mina. But at the end of the night, there's a poof of gray smoke. And it fucking comes out. The clown! Ah!
We were so close.
We were so close! So close.
Hey, Sarah, I found him.
And yeah, and he just kind of just whizzes about the room a little bit. Like, it shoots through the kitchen and then comes back to you and just, like, drops a crumpled up just thing in your lap and flies back to the kitchen. It's paper. Dear God, it's a newspaper. People still print these?
You open it up and just cockroaches come out.
Oh,
It has nothing to do with the newspaper. You just bundle up cockroaches for like 8
He
hours.
brought you just a crushed up newspaper. Sorry.
Oh. Huh.
Asshole.
That's better than what he's brought back in the past.
Alright.
What was the article? Was it the funnies?
I
Proceeds to
didn't look.
run rampant in the kitchen. He steals like the ladle for the beef stew.
Oi!
Yeah, he starts like flinging it around and like little drips of beef stew end up everywhere. Piece of shit.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's fine. Kite's the one who cleans the kitchen anyway because Zhao can't reach the walls,
He's good. He's good.
Well, I think I know who he found today.
Who found?
The clown.
Oh, yeah.
I check out the newspaper article.
You check out the newspaper article.
Yeah.
It's a newspaper article about the Kansai region. Specifically, it's about hero activity in the city of Osaka. Motherfucker went to Osaka.
Yep.
Oh, he's
Know
super
who he
excited
found
about
now.
internship. It's great.
That's cute.
I don't think that's why he went there.
No, that's why when he has to be super excited about the internship.
I mean, you could ask him.
No, I don't have the strength.
I don't have the strength.
Sarah wanders into the
Do you want me
kitchen.
to do it?
Good.
It's like, Oi, Chuckles.
Oh, this is my favorite
He's currently talking to Hantasero.
Oh, when he's done.
Yeah, he's like leaning in, whispering to him, and the clown just. And then Seto just starts like, and just just unreeling, just releasing tape from his elbow, but like below countertop level, so anyone sitting in the living room can't see what's happening right now. And he just wads it all up and gives it to the clown, and the clown just. And you.
Osaka, yeah?
Just. Hey!
You excited about your internship?
Me.
Hey, you.
Hey!
I don't know, right on then.
And it just floats up and like kind of points across the room. Hey!
Yeah, he's interning there, yeah?
Kite.
Yeah,
You
creepy
done?
motherfucker.
And it just doesn't like fly away quickly, but it just kind of like shakes its head a little bit, kind of looks around confused for a second, and it just like meanders across the house and disappears.
Now imagining the clown with Sarah's tape in its mouth, just slurping it like spaghetti as Sarah just sits there like, eh.
You know, I've talked to more difficult people. Most of them are from Wales.
It's a hell of a word.
Whales.
I love your speech impediment. It's so cute.
Anything else for
Oh,
study time?
Welsh.
Yeah, it was studying. Cleans the kitchen after himself like he always does.
Yeah, you're gonna clean up all the beef stew on the walls.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
First
His
place
mess.
we got out of that fucking clown.
What?
You said a few words before.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
It was so close to being a day without the clown. I was almost free of my
Almost
torment.
peaceful.
I'm not allowed.
Yeah. If you're lucky, you get a day or two a month. If you're lucky. Dude, it's windy outside.
It's nice though.
It is
Breeze.
whistling.
It's
Windy.
very, it's merciful right where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Breeze
My
is
fat
nice.
ass gets hot.
Yeah. Well, nothing else for study time, lads?
No, I've got nothing else.
Fun.
I'm just excited to be invited to a sleepover.
Oh, I didn't tell Momo that you'd be there. Oh, no.
Kite's parents hate me. I never was invited.
Shout, you get invited to like everything, or you're inviting everyone to everything.
Do you think I should throw a sleepover?
Totally.
I think it's inevitable that you're eventually going to. I think should has nothing to do with it.
Oh, I need to talk to you about how many people can comfortably sleep in a living room. You know numbers.
That's not a numbers question. That's an architecture question. I mean, are you talking?
Are you an architect?
It's a matter of living room arrangement. And it's just Tokoyami sitting on the fucking couch. Just looks at you.
How best would you
Precisely.
organize my living room for a sleepover?
With the composition, it's already well suited. You would simply need to move the coffee table beneath the overhang of the counter.
Brilliant.
What do you think? What do you think? I bet you could get at least 7, 8 people.
6. 2 on the couch. 8 total.
Yeah, that's about what I was gonna. Checks out.
I think he's asking to be invited.
No! He's just being practical.
In total, you say?
I mean, that's assuming they're also standard size, 5'8" to 5'10" range. You could probably get a lot more if you invited the small people in class. Like Ito and Minetta probably would take up about one space by themselves.
I mean, it's just like, what if we didn't say both their names in the same sentence, right?
Also taking
Thank
up
you.
a single space.
I mean, he asked the logistics question. I mean, Zhao, obviously you take up about a wicker basket size.
Make sure.
I will. I don't think I'd bring my nest downstairs.
You wouldn't need to. You could just go get like an old picnic basket from a Goodwill.
We could like totally make a
A
nest out of
sleeping
like
bag.
pillows and blankets and stuff.
Pillow forts!
Yeah, we can make a pillow fort.
Kite'll make all the cardboard swords. This is gonna be great.
Hey, wait, what?
Oh yeah, he's wrangling you into a sleepover.
I live here.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, Kite's like, I'm just gonna go upstairs, like.
I'm allowed. Door's locked.
No. My sanctuary.
Alright. Ida thanks everyone for the productive study session, and he thanks you and Sato specifically. Your culinary work was excellent, as usual.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you, Walker.
Yo, hit me up sometime, yeah?
Oh, you mean to hang out?
Yes.
Just punches you in the gut.
Preferably-
This right now?
Preferably before we all take off for sports for internships, yeah.
Well, my schedule is rather busy, and I
If you
do value my time, but
If you're too busy, it's fine. But if you got like
you're a good friend, Walker, so I'm sure I'd love to find some time and try to hang out.
if you've got an hour or two. I'm a rather low maintenance person to hang out with.
If you'd like to join us for lunch tomorrow, I'm sure we could discuss it further.
Yeah, why not?
Ida heads out. People start leaving. Tokoyami does not stay long after studying is done.
No problem.
Kirishima asks if anyone wants to go hang out in town with him before they head back to their apartments. But
I love hanging out. Let's do it.
Find Momo eventually.
well, I mean, but you live here, right? Well, I guess you're just gonna come back, huh?
Yeah.
Once you leave,
It's probably not that far.
uh,
I don't need to change or anything, so.
yeah, all the good stuff. It's just a couple blocks from here.
Oh, that's perfect. I can hop a couple blocks.
What about the rest of you?
You can find Momo in a minute.
What are you
You'll find
guys
Momo.
gonna go
Momo
do?
wants to stay.
Fuck, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
We could do whatever, really. There's that ice cream place, but you know I probably shouldn't have much more to eat today.
I love that ice cream place.
Yeah, it's too late to visit the museum. We could go get tea. No sushi.
Tea's great.
Sorry, what?
I don't know. I just want to invite people because I figured a bunch of us would be walking back to dorms together.
Yeah, let's go.
Sounds good to me.
I've got to do something with Mama real quick, but I could do tea. You guys can watch if you want, I'm sure.
Roll perception check.
I've rolled a 16 and an 18 tonight. Let's see what we get. Ooh. 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 Total?
Yeah. 8, classic. So you completely miss it, but other side of the room, as soon as you're like, I need to stay here and do something with Momo, Mina is just like leans over, just like, and just kind of like looks at you, Ito, and she's, you hear that? Walker and Momo are gonna stay here and do stuff after everybody else leaves. I mean, like Kite's gonna be here, but he's
Okay.
totally gonna go up to his room.
I was gonna say, I don't know, kite as a third wheel would be a little weird.
No, he's gonna go hide, right?
And just across the
Since
room.
Zhao's not here to force him to stay, he's got.
Sure.
I know he's gonna be out.
While they're talking, he's gonna go, hey, Kai, you got a knife I can borrow?
Does anybody else want to roll perception?
I've been feeling sad.
I'm suddenly a lot less
'Cause,
interested
20
and a lot more
total.
concerned. Never mind. And she just kind of.
That's concerned.
Already stealthed out.
yeah, 20 total from upstairs. Yeah, the clown has them.
Clown knife.
Hey, Pennywise!
The clown comes downstairs.
You got a knife I can
There's a
borrow, mate?
throwing star like in its mouth.
That'll
And it
do.
just comes downstairs.
That would... knife?
Ah, and it eats the throwing star. It, like reaches like into its own mouth. It's horrifying. It, like pulls out plastic butter knife.
No, sure.
And he just pulls out a whole, not even like a knife.
A
It's-
wakizashi?
It's a whole shoto. It's like a whole parrying sword. You know, it's like just under a foot in length. Or the blade.
Fuck, that'll do, I guess.
Point first.
Let the experiments begin. Ah!
Cool. Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Handy motherfucker, that one.
Impressive sword.
Handy. I get it because he turns into Knuckles, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, you told.
That was good.
The
You thought of something I didn't.
Clown's a real sword solver.
That was very British of you.
So far, like 3 or 4.
All right. People start, leaving in mass. Midoriya's already gone. He has to go home and train because he's on a strict schedule.
I
Kirishima,
have to go home and cry with my mother.
Christ, relatable. You and Kirishima are running downtown just to
Yeah.
wander. I guess you're going with
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
gonna go too in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gotta try and melt some shit first.
Whoever else wants to come. Yeah.
Yeah, if you'll give me like.
Seto will stick
2
around
minutes.
until he gets back to his apartment. Yeah,
I'll never forego more social interaction.
absolutely. The rest of the lads start leaving. Sato is the last out, other than you guys, because he's cleaning the dishes, making sure everything's good. And then he throws in the towel and he's out. You staying behind with Yayorotsu.
Alright, let's
So what exactly do you need the knife for?
I mean, I've got to get the.
Oh.
Somehow.
Right. I always forget it's.
Blood needs to be outside.
Yeah,
of
the
me.
whole like Aaron Yeager thing. It's kind of messy.
Sorry?
Biting my, that doesn't work super
Oh,
great.
yes. I remember you did that at Sports Festival.
Yeah,
For a moment, I was very concerned, and then I remembered how your quirk works.
yeah, it's kind of a pain that it has to be outside of my body to do the thing. But on the bright side, there only seems to be one limitation to the use of it, and that's me bleeding to
Putting
death.
it in you.
All right, yeah, let's go outside and get started, I guess.
What do you want, a thumb?
Oh yeah, you guys go outside, and she just like, yeah, she holds her hand out and creates like a really small, just like rubbery ball, but like not a super hard kind of rubber, you know.
I guess like a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and just well,
Moonbow.
something that's not rigid and something that should be relatively easy to cut into.
Quasi porous. All right. It's just. Into the ball. a
Yeah,
little
she
bit.
immediately starts making something else too, and you do the thing. Unfortunately, she had a cool idea. It has no effect.
Mm.
Yeah, there's not enough of like her left in the material
Try,
for your quirk to kick.
try something wooden.
Oh, right.
Trees have pretty tight DNA. I mean,
Well, I can't make anything organic or living with my quirk. I could make it a very specific kind of treated and processed wood, but at that point, I'm not sure if the genetic half-life would support your quirk.
you know, I think you might be right. If you want to, we can try it. I mean, I've still got plenty of blood, so.
A bleeding hand.
I'll make more.
All right. Yeah, she.
Drain me, mo.
Jesus
Oh, God.
Christ. Yeah, she just puts her hands together, like, just like creates like this, like not, you know, it's not a 2x4, but it's a small, just like plank of wood. She gives it to you.
Always blows my mind how handy that quirk is. And he cuts into it.
Yeah, again, nothing.
Nothing.
It was just a postulation.
Well, in one of the best things that can ever happen in science, it seems was a failure.
Right, and she gives you like some bandages that she just created.
Oh, thanks.
Do you think if we were able to study it well enough that... No, never mind.
I mean,
It wouldn't work.
what are you thinking?
You could change Zhao's DNA to make him fly.
Jesus Christ. Well, I was just thinking...
It'd be painful.
I'm just sure there's some way that our quirks could be related. I mean, they're so similar, and the factor is extremely... I need to do more research on the matter.
Yeah, sure. Just let me know what you come up with. I'll look into it too. I mean,
Do you know if this is a viral process, or...
no, it's mRNA process, so it's not actually poison or viral or anything like that. It's not a contagion.
I was just thinking if maybe there's some way that I could use my quirk to make maybe an antidote to the effects. I know that it can be extremely dangerous if you're not there to counteract it.
That is not a bad idea. Usually I have to turn it off, and I don't think of reversing it, but I think stop.
Right. But my interest in chemistry is purely amateur, and maybe I should ask Snipe and Powerloader about this.
I mean, I probably could borrow a microscope from a science lab or something. I'd be interested to see how it works on a cellular level.
If it's not any trouble.
No, I mean, you're teaching me more about the shit that I do, which historically the thing that I do has been very bad and poorly utilized, so if it could be a little less so, that'd be great.
Alright, then we'll have to talk about it more sometime, right?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe after internships when we have a little more time and
Yeah, you're
a
busy
little less on
nowadays.
our minds.
Yeah, just let me know. Whatever. I think they're all going to get tea or something if you want to go with us.
No, I've stayed out too long as it is. I need to be heading home soon.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Momo heads out.
I'm gonna go get some fucking tea.
Cool.
These are the hours, yeah.
Lads.
You have a order, like on your shirt.
What's happening in chat, Ian?
We're talking about Walker's quirk.
Yeah.
About murder.
They having questions about it, or are they just
Yeah.
postulating?
Yes,
also,
and
well,
yes.
more so.
Because we can answer questions too.
Shell Nightmare, the treatment that I actually based his quirk off. It's a real treatment. Look up. It's called supportive oleonucleotide therapy, and it actually rewrites messenger RNA for cancer treatment.
Do you want to like spell that?
Yeah,
in
you want to
chat?
write that?
SOT therapy.
Yeah.
That'd be way easier.
Ah, yes. Sea of Thieves.
I was trying not to.
I'm glad our
Nerds.
dumb brains went the same direction.
I'm using Adriana's account because mine's off.
No worries. Well, you guys head out for tea with Kirishima, and Sero sticks around for a little while. You know, it's a good night. It's a good way to end the night. You guys get to walk around, and he's a pleasant, fun guy to be with. But everyone else, you know, in time, they all end up having to bounce. Did you go with them? No. And as everyone's leaving, Kirishima just, right. I didn't even think about it. Class rep, who's gonna help you walk home after this?
Oh, I can just bounce. It's all right.
Right, but isn't that gonna take you a long time?
Ah, nah. It'll take a pretty good time.
I can walk you home, buddy.
Well, thanks. Walker's gonna walk me home.
Yeah, I'd offer, but I mean, my apartment's
It's right
the
in his
opposite
name.
direction, and
I do a lot of walking.
These boots were made for walking.
all right. Well,
You don't wear boots, Jack.
Thanks for the offer, bud. I appreciate it. Thanks for the concern.
yeah. Thanks for coming with me, guys. We really should come around downtown sometime. You know, when our schedules are all clear and stuff.
Someone to graduate.
No,
I
because you're gonna
guess.
be working.
Oh, true.
You know,
What are your
the
retire?
museum here, it's super, and there's just all sorts of cool stuff. Well, I'll see you around.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye, buddy.
All right, come on, Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
Everyone heads home. Classic.
Let's just watch out home.
How much bonus would we get for that?
How much what?
We got maxed out, so plus 20.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Yeah.
And I think you already have the highest skill bonus available, right?
Yes.
16, correct?
16.
I was gonna say, yeah, we can take a friendship points now too, probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently
Mm.
going through my little. scope of
I
that.
know who I'm taking. You
Okay.
ready?
Then I will get right into that. Who we got? Ito!
Have I already taken Midoriya this week?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, I couldn't remember. And then so I'm gonna take Momo
Okay.
and who was the other person?
Wow, I thought you said you knew Adriana.
Well, I did. And
Sorry,
then
sorry.
I had Midoriya planned. Let's go.
Could've gone.
Kirishima.
Kirishima! Not bad, not bad, not bad. That means y'all are devoted, right?
Never mind, I won't change it. I already said it.
That's a 4.
Yes.
Y'all are good friends.
I'm gonna do. I haven't taken Ida this week.
Ah, yes, Tenya, Ida.
Max with Toru. I don't think I've taken Kirishima this week either.
Okay.
He's one of my homies.
He's a good lad.
Last but not least, I'll take one. I didn't talk to him. I already took Tokiyami this week.
Humetage.
Right? I did take him this
Mhm,
week, yeah.
mhm.
Okay. Okay, I'll take Midoriya. He was there.
Ooh, Izuku Midoriya. Y'all are finally friendly. Not bad, not bad.
We're devoted.
Yeah. Alright, Kite.
I'll take one with Adriana.
No.
What?
I'm kidding.
Alright.
Rip! And I'll take one with Kirishima.
Kirishima.
Yeah.
Ejiro. What else you?
I got Kirishima maxed out now.
Yeah, you are.
Maxed out with Ida.
Tenya, Ida.
Put
Yep.
one into Sero. max out with Sato, and my last one for Tokuyami.
Altasero, Riki Sato. Man, I can't believe you weren't already maxed out with.
With Sato?
Sato.
Yeah, I know, right?
So is that now maxed out?
Yeah, that's
I
now
believe
maxed.
that. Yeah, I was gonna say it should be.
Yep.
And who was your last one? Sorry.
Tokuyami.
Ah, Humikage.
The perch.
Birds of a feather. Cry together.
Revel in the dark.
Revel in the dark together. Fuck. I love that guy.
Same.
Feast of the eternal
I
students
didn't
of
really like
darkness.
Tokiyomi that much until we started playing this campaign.
Oh, I know. I ham it up with him, dude. Ham it up. You gotta play characters like him as campy as possible, or they come off as annoying. Plus, he's a cool guy. He's got a heart of gold. Just
And a beak.
shrouded in darkness. Wednesday night was a good night. You
Wednesday
ended up.
night's a good night.
You ended up reading the
Yeah.
the newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some stuff about Yoroimusha.
Hey, it's your guy.
Who?
Look.
That clown's paying attention.
The clown knows. What does he know? I don't. Who is that?
That's the guy
That's
you're
an
interning
album,
with.
Oh.
That's your soon-to-be boss man for the week guy.
Yikes.
Never seen him?
Probably should have realized that.
Jesus, you've never seen him before?
You should
You
take some
didn't do
time
like any
to
research,
remember.
huh?
No. I asked.
He's like the
people,
number 9 hero.
I asked people who I should choose, and then I asked where they were located. I didn't look them up.
Christ almighty. Well, Wednesday night comes to an end. Nothing else from anyone?
Good.
Then we get rolling into Thursday morning. Woo!
Can we do a quick 5-minute, 10-minute break?
Yeah, let's do it.
Take a second.
Yeah.
We'll be back, people. Let me just get to
All right,
the
lads. We'll be
right
back just in a
There
few.
it is.
Thank you.
very nice, charming things about living in the desert.
And when you do get that one little bit of water, just everything's submerged for that brief period of bliss.
Please, ma'am, may I have a crumb of water?
Just a few drops, please.
You ready?
Do not become addicted to water, my friends.
My man's got
Some apple juice.
Is that
Oh, I thought you were
cinnamon?
going for whiskey.
It is whiskey.
Is that whiskey?
Welcome back, everybody.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back.
Welcome back. Ian, you dick.
Oh, we were on for a little while.
We love apple juice.
I started with the water conversation,
Apple
like
juice.
halfway through. Yeah.
Asshole.
Jesus Christ, Ian. You started like as soon as Wyatt got back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Wyatt, there's no ice, bro. Come
There's
on.
there's no ice. You guys took it all.
I know, I'm sad. I'm drinking water without ice in it.
I
What's
had
wrong?
like 4 cubes.
Well, welcome back to D&D House.
It's probably just jammed.
Me with my
No, I
10
checked.
plus.
Oh, really?
Because that happened to me last time, and it like spilled
Oh,
over.
so somebody else has been taking all the water.
It's Thursday morning.
It's Perry. Perry just moved in. Perry's taking all
Perry
the
just moved in. Perry's
Get
taking all the-
richer.
It's Thursday morning, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Get my fucking apple juice.
Well, Thursday morning plans. Woo!
You tell me I'm a high schooler. I don't know what day
21.
it is.
What's happening Thursday morning, lads?
I wander another random part of the school.
All right, you don't jump on Kate's chest.
Nope. Nope. It's
Okay.
Thursday.
All right.
That's a Monday then, because Monday is the best day of the week.
That's just not true.
It's my favorite day of the week.
Why have you lied to everyone?
I need you to roll d12 for me. What about you guys? Slipping in, yeah.
Hopping through the forest again, this time using portals to extend.
Okay.
Going to the gym.
Still
Gym.
vaping along the way.
Not bad. You roll a d12. You roll a d12.
9.
7, actually.
9.
997.
Okay.
It's like emergency services in the UK.
I need you to roll a perception check.
4, 1, 8, 4, 1, 3, 5, 9.
24. Oh, pretty decent.
Classic. Yeah, it's a lovely morning in the woods here on UA's campus.
Yeah, woods today.
Mountains.
Love it.
Gotta love mountains.
Yeah.
In the distance, you see the cloud-ringed cap, or the peak of Mount Fuji.
God, I wish I could hike.
Beautiful.
One day I'll fly
You?
there.
You're doing decent. You know, you can acrobatics check.
24.
Doing better than yesterday. A lot better.
Don't have the iced coffee this time.
Mm-hmm. Portal helps.
Yeah, also that.
You. Yet again, there's a person who comes to like your area when you are doing your morning lifting. He doesn't bother you, but you keep seeing him. It seems he has a similar workout schedule to you. Big, barrel-chested, broad-shouldered monster of a guy with a I'm forgetting the word somehow.
Fedora?
Jellyfish for a head.
Yeah.
What the fuck? With a fedora? No!
Jellyfish in a fedora.
Jesus. Yeah, just a jellyfish head. Classic.
Even usual.
Mm-hmm.
The single head jerk knock.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he has earbuds in, and he doesn't bother you. You don't bother him. You guys just work out.
Perfectly balanced.
As all things should be. He rarely accounts for fun when balancing the universe. They removed that line, I'm sad. Eventually, the morning continues to wear by, and oh my god, are you smacking your elbow
It was
again?
the other elbow. This one's fun.
God damn it.
I can't even feel it anymore.
So many times this week. Or in the last week. You know?
Yeah, her spatial awareness sometimes doesn't just quite load.
No.
I can't smack my elbows in the back of my chair because I'm sitting on a bucket. You guys eventually head back to homeroom, and
Yeah.
class begins for the day. Kite, roll a d12 for me because everyone else started doing it this morning. I need an academics check.
5.
Thanks.
Approacheth.
You guys are astounding. You know that? You guys are fantastic.
Today's the day.
What's
Thursday.
It's coming.
It's Thursday, my
tomorrow's the
dudes.
test.
It's Thursday, my dudes.
Yeah, what's
Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday
What's
to
so-
me, but he's a
What's so
Thursday.
special about today?
Wait, it's actually
you know?
Thursday though.
Well, what's not special about every day? Every day's special.
Okay, Lao Tzu, I guess so.
Every
English.
day is the best day ever, which is possible if each subsequent day is better than the previous one.
Modern literature. Math. Science.
Moving on.
The day keeps moving. Banter.
Band?
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 I love
Band camp?
Band camp. Band camp. What happened to
Got
band
my
camp?
dice over.
Lunch.
We can't talk about that yet. This is
Lunchtime.
we're not old enough for those kind of band camp stories.
Jesus. What happened to lunch?
I don't know. I'm gonna go sit with my boy Ida today.
Ah, Tenya. Wait.
I was with Bakugo.
Bakugo.
Well, like,
Katsuki.
Kirishima and them, I'm assuming, over by there. So,
Kirishima's over there. Yeah.
There's an opening.
yeah.
Tree.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. You in it or below it?
I'll be below it today.
You.
Look for my neighbor.
Won't you be my neighbor? Perception check. Yeah.
Oh no.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Also, I'm not sure if she's watching or not, but T, I am covered in glitter.
I haven't seen T in the chat yet. 'Tis 18, my lord.
18, my lord. You are unable to find your neighbor. He is the shy, gangly one.
Yeah.
The blue hair. Nah, can't
Our
find
absolute
him.
lad.
He's either really good at hiding or he's just not here.
It's alright. Find him eventually.
Find him eventually. I'll track him down.
Sit at the main 1B table with my 1B lads.
Okay, yeah, you go sit down with 1B lads. Everyone welcomes you with energy and verve. They haven't seen you around. It's been a while.
What's up, guys? What's up, bitches?
Good to see you again, Zhao. It's Kendo, and
Yeah.
she pulls up the seat not next to her, but the one like around and behind Pony, or like on the other side of Pony.
Yeah, I'll go sit next to Pony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
Pony gives
I'm
you,
like on this chair trying to.
Pony gives you the friendly wave with the really wide smile. I need a sense motive. I need a sense or perception. What are the other?
I'm gonna sense motive.
There.
Hey, 26, and I think I get the +4 for charisma checks with ponies already.
Pretty sure you're friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, we're absolutely friendly. Yeah, we're at devotion right now. So
Yep.
yeah, I get the +4 on that, so 30.
Yeah. Pony is beaming and lively with energy. You don't know why, but man, you smell it.
Someone's been having a great day. I love this. How's it going, everybody?
Yep, everyone's having a good time. Juzel is here, and
Yeah.
you see Churata-kun and
Lad.
fucking Awase and Kaibara on the other side of the table, and they just kind of wave at you. Kaibara doesn't seem like nearly like annoyed or upset with you,
Oh my
just
God.
just as much as just like, damn it.
One Punch Man again.
Fucking fly trying to land on my cheek, I'll kill you.
Just caressing your cheek.
Next time I won't jump directly into his fists.
That was kind of his dumb fault.
Yeah, right? Like, fuck me, right? The
Oh,
dude
poor
jumps
guy.
into the air right into my fist. What am I supposed to do?
He went for the Superman punch too, which is
Yeah.
usually so effective for him, and you're just like, not bad, not bad.
Oh.
You and your legendary fucking fists, dude. Literally,
Apparently.
literally known across the nation. These hands.
Equal opportunity lender.
Mhm.
Oh.
Alright. I hang out with the B kids. Life's
Hanging out with
great.
the beacons. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good. Jurata leans across the table, and he actually has a question.
Yeah.
Well, I was never quite sure whether I should ask you or not, but I might as well. Do you ever play strategy games?
I love games. We don't tend. Well, sometimes, right? I love playing games, but I never really get the chance to because the clown steals all of our pieces.
The clown. Oh, You mean Kite's,
Yeah, Kite's
quirk.
quirk. Yeah.
Is that sort of a companion, or is it an extension of his will?
Oh, his will has nothing to do with it. In fact, if it's an extension of his will, it got reversed.
So you can't just ask the clown the pieces back.
Oh, I can totally ask the clown. You can ask the clown whatever you want.
Well,
God's luck.
my curiosity about the clown aside, if you ever want to get together and test your mind for maybe an hour or two, I'm quite the fan of many
I'd love
tabletop
to.
strategy games, and
Yes.
we could play somewhere where the clown won't be stealing the pieces from us.
What kind of tabletop games? Like Call of Cthulhu?
No, I've always wanted to dip my toes in the RPG field, but no, things more like Risk and
Oh, yeah.
Monopoly.
My man's into Risk. Of course, he
100%, dude.
it's like Risk and Diplomacy and
Yeah.
some more traditional games
I
like
love playing
chess and shogi.
Yeah, chess is fun. I just asked, I played Call of Cthulhu one time, played this guy, he was from Alabama. Went by the name.
Boomhauer, it was awesome. You talking like that, you get that little get a gun, go with that, and you need to do it over there with that,
And all of his skills were put into fast talk.
Tony's eyes just like go fucking just wide, and then she just starts like speaking just rapid fire English at you,
Yeah, we just babble at each other.
and then just from how did you do that? That's so cool.
Oh, I'm really good at mimicking voices. I spend a lot of time practicing.
Well, did you like watch clips of someone from the South or something?
I watched King of the Hill.
King of the Hill, I love that. That's so funny.
Oh, it's the best, man. Propane and propane accessories.
Yeah. What was it who always said? You do, Bobby, I'm gonna kick your ass or something like that.
That
And
was
Kendo
it,
just
hey.
looks over.
Kendo just and Homenuki's Pony. We really shouldn't encourage this behavior, but
What behavior?
Huh? Oh,
We're just talking about King of the Hill.
Sorry.
Future tall spot.
no.
My absolute favorite line was in there talking about global warming, right? And Dale was like, "Oh, I'll be damned. We'll grow oranges in Alaska. It's gonna be great." And Nick's all like, "Dale, we live in Texas. If it gets 1 degree hotter, I'm gonna kick your ass."
Yeah, that.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so funny. Oh man, that's so cool. I didn't know you can mimic voices like that, but like you're a bird, so it totally makes sense, right?
Yeah. I've got very different vocal cords. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, I can't make any pony noises, but you know, I think it's probably better.
I don't think I've ever heard a pony before.
Huh.
So as far as I know, you make all the pony noises.
Yeah. You fucking idiots. Southern things. She just hears an Alabama accent and she's like,
My people call.
my people. The rest of the lads, yeah, so Juruta wants to hang out. Pony's excited and apparently loves cartoons. That's actually that's a canonical huge character detail, by the way.
Fucking love cartoons.
Hang out with her
Anime.
unless you want to become a fucking weeb.
Her manga.
I can't be a weeb. I'm Japanese. Well, I'm Chinese. Fuck, I can become
Fuck.
a weeb.
You
Oh
two
no!
are eligible.
Oh god! We're doomed!
My turn, bitch.
Doomed!
I was born a weeb.
Molded by. Alright. Rest of the lads, tree. Roll perception. You!
Oh wow.
Yeah, so fucking around them.
Bakugo. Bakusatsu. Yeah, you go sit down with Kirishima and Bakugo. And Bakugo's, he's not super active in the conversation, but him and Kirishima are talking. Seems like they're talking about maybe, just going out training one more good time on Friday night. And other than that, the conversation dips in and out of like, oh, the weather's changing. Internships next week. Yeah, it's all over the place.
Just kind of toss in as necessary, but not.
You
Kinda
sit down.
steer
He
the
just kind of like glares, like just like the Bakugo glare across the table. You
She just smiles and keeps talking.
half nod, just keeps doing his thing. This guy's fucking feet up on that. He's just a piece of shit. You.
Ida.
Ida goes in with Midoriya. We love Midori. We love Deku Squad. This crowd is a little more lively than you're used to, but also not nearly Zhao's crew or like the Dumb Boys.
They're passable.
Yeah, they're passably quiet. It's mostly just Midoriya's muttering. Whoever's character sheet this is, it's getting blown away.
Just slap them up a bucket on it.
Mm-hmm.
So does he just always kind of idle?
Yeah, he does that all the time, actually. And Midori's, huh? Oh, I didn't even realize I was getting lost again. Sorry.
Oh, it doesn't bother me. It's kind of
Lost, you've been sitting in the same spot for 20 minutes.
It's kind of interesting. You just, I'm not sure what it is, but you just kind of keep going.
You just
don't
go
you?
with it.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
You do you, boo.
Lost.
Just hang out and visit. Talk to Ida at some point about doing something.
Not on an
Yeah.
island.
Wait, we are.
Ida, yeah. Eventually, lunch is like getting closer to ending, but Ida just addresses you. Well, seeing as I invited you here so that we could discuss scheduling and our various plans, when are you free before we end up going to internships?
I mean, technically every night until then, but
That's not true.
I agreed to one study session.
Ito said.
Joke's on you. They're gonna guilt you into it anyway.
Apparently there's another study session tonight, but I'm not super worried about history.
Yes, I was invited as well, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to decline this time. Besides, I'm sure that everyone is more than ready for the test.
I'm not super worried about this one. It's not a Japanese test or anything.
Oh, is that going to be like a problem subject for you?
Oh, yeah. It's, I kind of not super good at the little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kanji's really hard when you're learning it at first, but I'm sure you'll totally get it down.
I mean, I got a 68 on the last test. It wasn't too bad.
68's a passing grade. I'm sure there's more that we could do to help you. Ida, and they kind of start talking. They're at this point trying to coordinate like next time Japanese is a scheduled test, or just in general if they find free time, trying to help you with Japanese. And Ida and Midori like actually kind of get into it.
They're so sweet.
Yeah. And
Good West.
they're like talking and like planning, and Uraraka just leans across the table. By the way, if you ever really need help with it, I mean, you could always ask Yaoyorotsu. She's really smart, but I don't want to volunteer her. I don't know what her time's like. You could ask me and Sue. Sue's really good with Japanese, and I mean, I think I could use some work, but she says that I'm doing fine.
I mean, I'm sure you got a higher grade than I did on the last one.
Oh, yeah.
69.
Stop it.
Technically would be. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I'm trying to get a little, I guess, be a better student or something. Don't tell my mom.
Sue is good at Japanese, so you could ask her. Of course, everyone knows anyone could really try to ask Momo for smart things because she's the smart one. But Sue is a good resource for Japanese studying.
I'm gonna turn back to Ida. So, yeah, man, what are you doing Friday night?
Friday night? Well, I was planning on going back to the city so I could visit my mother. However, I am free Saturday night. As long as we're not out too late or doing anything
Most
too
heinous.
physically intense.
Yeah, no, that works for me.
So, no training or running. But,
Saturday's usually my off block, so it works.
alright. Then I'd be more than willing to hang out with you for a few hours on Saturday night.
Cool, sounds good. Do you want to invite anyone else, or you?
Well, I don't suppose it would hurt to invite our friends. Midoriya, and yeah, the lads. The lads are in, if you want to hang out with these lads.
Lads, action team.
They're a good group of
Deku
friends.
squad.
Break your arm.
That's fine.
I'll figure something
They're
out.
probably like the least
At least you can fix your
frightening
appendages.
and / or problematic people in class, but it's not by much.
Well, for being simultaneously two of the most terrifying people.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
I mean,
Midoriya's
frightening
quirk
socially.
is- yeah. Because Midoriya's quirk is gnarly.
Self-destruct
Yeah.
from Pokemon.
Mhm.
Geode? Geodude? Is that you?
Love self-destruct.
It works.
I mean, Sudoku from Gary's Mod.
Oh, yeah, he needs to run by the support studio at some point too. So
All right. Then you do that. You'll probably have to do that
Tomorrow?
I guess that's
tomorrow
that's fine.
or after school today.
That's
either way.
It's not a big deal.
Cool.
I forgot to ask the 1B if they want to study tonight.
Yeah, you stole time. You can.
We're totally doing a study group tonight too. Any of you guys want to come? It's gonna be great. I don't know who's coming, but I assume it's at my place because everything's at my place, which is great.
Well, I'd love to personally, but I actually have to go to the mall and maybe I have to run to go get a few things from the store.
Yeah, errands and stuff.
Yeah, there's things that I'd like to take to my internship, and I want to make sure I have everything and that I'm ready to go. Plus, some travel-sized toothpaste and things.
Well, I never considered bringing things.
Well, of course. I mean, you've gone on field trips or vacations and things like that before, haven't you?
No. Also, I can't carry much of anything.
Oh,
I can ruffle like 5 things into my feathers. And not big things, of course. Kite carries all my textbooks and stuff. I don't even have a backpack.
maybe you should speak to Mr. Aizawa about that. He's your homeroom teacher, right?
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, that might be rather important. And I know they're also expecting us to take our hero costumes.
Well,
You don't have much of a hero costume, do you?
it's a Speedo and some fist wraps.
Oh, I really shouldn't have expected anything else.
That's all I got, man.
Jurata's studying history.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. We'll have all kinds of whoever's around.
Might as well.
Yeah. Pony, you coming?
Huh? She kind of looks across the table and Hanuki. What? You want me? Yeah, my schedule's free. Sure.
Yeah, that's right. Of course it is. This is gonna be great.
Cool. You have a few Class B people, and they might bring more. Who knows?
Yeah.
No, it's good. She needs to study more.
All right. You know, Bakusatsu.
At some point, I'll ask him, who are you interning with?
Huh? Oh. Interning with the number 3 hero, best genist.
Interesting.
Or number 4 hero. My bad.
Not who I thought you would gel with, but I guess if it feels good, it feels good.
Is that some kind of pun?
No, I don't think you use that much gel in your hair. I'm just saying.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
Learning new things every day. But, no, Best Genius's attitude isn't quite
Yeah.
capacity that you have.
I don't know why the hell he requested me, other than the show I put on, but I didn't even do that well this year. He's,
No, but you were...
Like you did great last year.
oh no, but he means he's gonna do really well next year. Come on!
He thinks so.
You were...
He thinks
I
so.
think so.
No, but you
We'll
were
beat him up
bombastic.
again for you guys.
You were bombastic. That's the pun. And that's kind of what
That's
Best
the
Genius
pun, and then you just get up and walk away.
like.
Elaborate no further.
That's kind of how Best Genius is, so... Likes your style, I guess you could say.
Yeah, whatever. I'm sure he'll have something useful I can learn from him. He's up in the top after all, but something about it just feels weird.
It's like I'm walking right into a trap.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm going with Majestic.
Majestic. Nah, never heard of him.
He's not super... He's big, but he's not huge.
Like
But it
number
goes well with
16.
what I want to do.
Yeah, he's only like top 30. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, compared to his number 3, he just don't care.
Mm.
He's similar. He does, like, not quite portals, but can create platforms and stuff like that. So I'm trying to find different ways to use my quirk. I don't know what I'm using it as.
Mm. So he's like a geometry guy like you.
Yeah, geometry nerd.
I guess that fits.
Trying to go similar but different. No?
He is. I don't have much else to say unless prompted.
Yeah, no, neither does she. That flies.
Uraka, no, run! Get away!
Not the mochi. All right. Well, yeah, lunch, delightful. What was your
Perception?
perception?
It was 24.
24. Yeah. Yeah. You have a relatively uneventful, peaceful lunch, but you can't help but notice in the distance the clown running around on campus.
Really?
He's got like bundles of things in his hands.
Things are gonna terrorize so many underclassmen in later years.
Yeah.
As long as he's not terrorizing me, it's fine.
As long as he's not terrorizing me.
Better you than me, buddy.
Hey man, I can't control him either.
Yuri's new top 3 and it's just Kite standing there. I want to go home. Amajiki in the back is a pro, like, I'm so proud.
Yep, certified Amajiki energy. Well, lunch comes to an end. And shortly thereafter, you guys head back to the classroom. The door kicks open.
Yeah!
And he strides in the room.
Life couldn't be better.
Heroics, it's time. All Might sends out the call. He summons all of you to get your gear and suit up because you guys are going out for some more rescue training. Fun, fun, fun.
Yeah. I love it.
All right. You guys all gear up, and All Might explains the situation. In order to gauge your growth over the course of your internships, we're going to be running the same simulation today and next week. I hope all of you are ready for a bit of a sprint.
Don't run.
With that, he shows you guys a general diagram and he outlines the area. It's a rescue race.
Rescue
You
race!
guys are going to be scattered in just a circular area around a target, and all of you will have to, with the sound of the buzzer, just go at top speed, move around obstacles, through danger, and get to the target and make physical contact before the rest of the contestants. There will be 4 matches, 6 contestants each. None of you are close enough to each other that you can interfere with each other's actions. It's just about you. And if you guys get through your round, there will then be a final round with the top 4 people just to see who is the fastest, most clever, or the most evasive. Who knows? Could be any of you. Could be none of you. We'll find out. And we're doing this. We're doing this now, and then we're going to do it the week you guys get back from internships.
Yeah.
So
Super
we get to
fun.
see if there's any major changes. Y'all ready for this? Each of you roll a d4. We're going to start generating your groups.
3, 2.
1, 4. Wow! Wow! You're all separate again. Jesus.
We just don't like hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
Competition's involved. Too much respect.
I mean, very real statement, you know?
Me and the boys love it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 4. Gotcha. Zhao. Group 3.
Yeah.
2. 1. Move all these over a bit. Alright, well, no point dilly-dallying. I'm gonna start calculating, start randomly generating these teams.
Yeah. I was gonna say it.
Yeah, I was just gonna look at
Oh,
that.
thank you. Let's get some people for group 1. Oh no! Minoru Minata! Kyokajiro. This is the purple group so far.
Oh, yeah.
Get some people for group 2. I hate everything. Katsuki Bakugo.
Ooh.
Izuku Midoriya.
Oh.
Jesus, man.
Every time, man.
At least I didn't get Ida again.
Yeah, right.
Group 3.
Ye-
Suyu Asui.
Hey.
Toru Hagakure.
Hey.
Group 4. Okay.
Me and the glass.
Momo Yaoyorotsu. Yuga Aoyama. And then I'll get the back half of each team now. Group 1. Mina Ashiro. Kumekage Tokoyami. Hantasero. Some decent actual, like,
Yeah.
semi-speed guys in this group.
Montahero.
What?
What?
The fuck? Get away from
Heroin?
Hantasero.
What?
Okay.
Ida.
Group 2. Denki Kaminari.
Hey. Lad.
Ochako Uranaka. Rikido Sato.
So you did avoid him this time.
Oh, wow.
Now I get him.
Group 3. Boom. Boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
Eijiro Kirishima. Jesus Christ, man, you can't avoid him. Shoto Todoroki.
Hey, my boy.
Mashiro Ojiro.
Oh.
And that leaves the lads
Oh.
for Group 4.
Walker, buddy. That's a pretty clear winner there.
I was gonna say, it
There's
doesn't really
one.
matter that it's Ida. His movement speed's not great. Like he's not.
How does a
fast.
foot race between Walker, Momo, Aoyama, Shoji, Koda, oh, and Ida? Yeah, it's a close one.
One speedster.
All right. Remember, they're not judging you guys based off of your placements, but your timings and your choices, because there will be, robots following you the whole way, recording your progress.
That's right. What arena is this in again?
They unveil that at this point.
They tell us now.
reveal
Okay.
teams.
I thought they already did. I was like, wait a minute.
You
Wait.
guys are going to the indoor factory and industrial complex
okay.
arena.
Industrial zone.
Yep. Lots of verticality, lots of obstacles and tight spaces, but also lots of long straight runs. So we'll see how everyone fares.
Gnarly.
Group 1, you're up first. This is going to be a series of skill checks for a skill challenge that you are completing solo.
Okay.
So, I am going to need you to roll 5 with a low DC.
Okay. Okay. Right off the bat, so I'll use acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
19 plus 11, so 30.
There's good. Wow, you rolled high.
19, yeah. Escape artist,
Escape artist.
22.
Good.
That's 2. Perception,
Sure.
natural 20.
Woo!
That's
Absolutely.
9, so 29. That's 3, right?
It's 3 successes. 2 more.
Stealth. Just be quick-footed and light on my feet.
No. That's
Okay.
the realm of acrobatics.
Super chill. I'm assuming sleight of hand is the same idea.
Relatively, yeah.
Okay. Knowledge local? From
Yes.
Cool. 21.
Yeah. Good.
Actually, one more. Yes. Trying to think of a good one here. Really trying to think that would work. Knowledge Arcana for using my quirk.
Sure.
21.
Absolutely. Is 21 your lowest roll? Jesus.
14 plus 7, and then
Yeah.
I think it was 12 plus 9.
Not bad. Not bad. That's 5 passes. You are a character with normal speed, but with the ability to just traverse and ignore most obstacles and gain verticality quickly, you are certainly in the top contenders for your arena.
Yeah, big surprise. The teleporter does good in the race.
Oh man, where have we seen that before? Your arena standings stack up as such.
I was gonna say, I was like, interesting.
Poor Jiro at the back,
Oh.
but
Oh, because he can bounce off the balls.
yeah,
That's nice.
he's surprisingly good at climbing. He's
Remember,
actually
kids,
very
always land on your
fast.
balls.
Oh God, stay away from me. Kite.
Whoa.
It's, like the balls of your feet for parkour.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
overload
yeah.
your ankles that way.
I know. Stay away from me. You ended up getting first place in your match. Not bad. Wasn't much of a contest, but Soda wasn't too far behind.
I believe it.
Weapon.
Weapon.
I have tower shield.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yikes.
You just like ramp it up
Um,
against something.
Yeah, I
Climb.
can use it as a ladder with my climb. Ha, nice. 13.
Oh, 13?
Kite, no.
No.
Three.
That's one failure.
Yeah.
DC 15?
No.
Kusari
DC something.
I'm not saying shit. 5 successes, 3 failures.
Grapple, swing like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Remember, it's okay to fail.
Use acrobatics with the Kusarigama.
Mm-hmm.
20 total.
Good. So we're 1-1.
Same weapon.
Jesus. I love that shirt.
Thank you.
I hate, old Todoroki and old Midoriya costumes, but,
It's our topic.
Well, it's not Hot Topic's problem. It's just
Yeah,
the
oh,
stupid
yeah.
character choices.
Can
My
I
mom made it.
use
Doesn't mean it's not dumb.
knowledge engineering?
Absolutely, yeah. You get a good bearing of how how the pipes in the city layout work, and you're
Yeah.
like, I could climb up on this, avoid everything for a good area.
20 again.
Sure. It's 2 passes, 1 success, right?
Yeah.
Or two passes, 1 fail.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
Scythe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have fly. That's unfortunate.
Don't worry, if you fail, you don't get last place. It just means you're not moving at your top speed.
Yeah. Can I just use a gambler to
Absolutely.
lead myself places with the scythe?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hope I'm really lucky.
19.
Pass.
Katana.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Just faster.
I am speed.
I'll do a perception to try to find a straight path.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, rip. 13.
Yeah, you're moving through and ahead, and you realize you're like, oh shit, there's a large series of just these mid-street roadblocks ahead of me, of just tall fence gates and winding mazes of pipes, and you realize, no, I could just break through this left side and go on a clear road. What the fuck? Dash right through it. Yeah. What was your total?
13.
13. God damn it.
Yep. I don't have skills. So that's 3 and 2.
I'm crying. That's 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Come on, Kai. Don't believe me, buddy. Here, use
Oh,
one
I
of
thought
these
it was just 5 total.
No, you need 5 successes before you have 3
Who's this one?
failures.
Oh,
No,
well,
God, wait.
The final roll.
Maybe.
Scythe again.
You have used acrobatics?
I have.
You guys, the 13 that you've rolled at first, right?
Yes.
Damn.
You survival.
I don't have any points in survival.
You do. You got
That's
plus
win.
Oh no, that's stealth.
Yeah. I have knowledge history. Can I be like, I've been here before as I
I've
ran
seen this
backwards?
training arena. In
No,
fact,
as I've ran backwards,
Oh,
and I am
Jesus.
fucked.
I'll say knowledge history can work because you've seen a map of the arena at the very least.
Cool. 18.
Yeah, you're able to maneuver a little. You're like, oh wait, this was a dud, not a detour. but you get back on track. Anywho,
I guess just escape artist.
okay. One success or one failure. This is the last roll.
Or does sleight of hand work to pick locks on doors?
Sleight of hand absolutely can work.
Oh, because that's better.
Okay.
Nope. It's not when you roll like that.
11.
Damn.
Not 4.
Poor rolls. Poor
Yep.
rolls, buddy.
Our clown has
no.
fucked me again.
So it's chopsticks, man.
Always blame it on the clown.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, it's the clown's fault, really.
Well, your group has some decently fast people and then just some normal people. So you're not going to be bottom of the pack is the good thing. Speed. Speed. Speed and strength. You're like here.
Yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's like that. Because he gets lost a lot. This guy's smart and good at navigation and climbing and the like. He's not even. He's just dumb.
That was just my normal impression of him.
Yeah, that's just how he is.
Jesus, let him live. The rest of the lads, Uraraka, I mean, she can get over and around most big things, but only to a certain extent. Bakugo is just fast, has vertical mobility, and Sato is just big enough and fast enough. You just push through most obstacles and just juggernaut, you know?
Yeah.
Just do the thing. So yeah, not a top 3 finish, but didn't get last. Not bad, buddy. Skill challenges are rough if you're not a skill-based character.
Yeah.
Speaking of skill-based characters,
Hey!
Jalfei!
I start with a cute check.
Yes?
Plus 12. So 16 to build a little hype.
Ooh, give me a second. You should get 2 cute, even with a 16.
Cool.
So yeah.
Blow both of those right when we start on knowledge engineering for some navigational.
Okay.
And because I'm very specifically looking for a tall, thin pole that is bendable.
Uh-huh.
8, and that's 4 for mine, so 12 plus 16, 28.
It would be quite the climb, and if you fuck it up, it'll cost you most of your time. But there is what's supposed to be like a fake radio tower.
Oh, I do not. No. I'm talking like a good flagpole or like a street lamp.
Okay, gotcha.
Something at ground level.
At ground level.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are plenty of
Perfect.
things like that.
I transform and flex.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
The flex, nat 18, 30 total.
Nice. That's all the hype.
I start spinning hype for movement speed. I take unfair grip with martial flexibility, and I would like to do a grapple check and bend the pole.
That'd be a sunder check. Go for it.
Okay. Then I'll take improved sunder with my martial flexibility instead of unfair grip.
Okay.
To give me 9, 10, 11. 16, 19, plus 11, 30 total.
Easy. Okay, so that's 3
Yep.
successes now.
And then as I hold it real nice and close, kind of nestle it, and I transform, and I let it just... I do a cuteness check in the air and then fly.
Right into the water tower.
Cuteness of 26.
Full.
And spend it all on a fly check. So plus 25. Nat 13. 38.
Yeah, that's 4 successes, right?
Yeah.
One more.
As I make my way there, and I will do, I'll transform back as I'm coming up on my landing zone and flex and acrobatics to land.
Jesus, yeah.
Flex puts me at 18.
3 points.
3 points, plus 6 to acrobatics. Nat 18 plus 16, 34.
Yeah, that's a pass. That's 5 passes, no failures. Not bad. Okay.
And the Jalapult.
Here's where we start getting into circumstance, because you have some actual fast competition.
Yeah, I got some pretty decent competition in there.
Okay. You finish first.
Yeah. Fuck you, Tortellini.
Give me a second.
Yeah, is it Sue or Ojiro?
Yeah.
I'd say Sue. Sue just sticks better.
It's a close tie. It was a close one for third between these two. Todoroki's
Yeah, I
just
can believe
using
that.
ice for speed and to get over things. Ojiro's just naturally fast.
It has a tail.
Has extreme agility and acrobatics and can break through obstacles if he needs to. So, yeah, he barely takes that one out. Hey! You made it to the final round. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
Walker, good luck.
Oh boy.
5 skill checks. I know you're not good at skills either, huh?
Oh, but I am at the moment.
Oh, you are now?
Yeah, it's because I got my hero costume on.
Okay,
I think it's a
okay.
physical booster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like 3
Yeah.
skills, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So we can't beat Ida on the ground, so we're not gonna try. So we're gonna Captain Levi this bitch.
yeah, you just fucking launch from the ground.
First one, we're gonna go climb.
Okay.
24.
All right, yeah, you shoot up, and one hand on the cable, one hand on like the fences and the pipes. You quickly can ascend various walls.
Second one, we're doing a flight
Let's go.
check.
Let's go.
Nat 1.
No!
Fucking classic. That's one failure.
Acrobatics.
You're still not quite used to using these devices for verticality, and you don't sink both anchors, and you just go tumbling into the street.
That's fine. We'll just pop it back up in acrobatics and get going again.
Yeah.
There we go. That's 24.
Another pass.
Then we're gonna do perception, see where we're at. No, we're gonna do sense motive, see where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
That'll probably cut. That's a 18.
18.
7.
That's another. You said perception?
Sense
Sense
motive.
motive.
It's motive.
If I was All Might, where would I be?
Yeah, actually, that tracks. If I were All Might and I were putting kids in just difficult places, what's the worst possible layout? How do I avoid that? Yeah, sense motive's fine.
Sure.
18 passes.
There's nothing combative or anything, right?
Nope.
Okay.
No fighting. Just you moving quickly.
So a heal check wouldn't get me anywhere, would it?
It might with extremely liberal description. Why? What do you want to use it for?
In my bones after I.
So yeah, for probably a heal check after he tumbled a little bit. To
You're
get
like,
himself
can
back.
I take that fall?
Yeah, because he knows he can. And it probably is gonna like hurt, but he'll just
That's kind of what I was thinking.
pop his shoulder
How
back
much
in
splatter
place.
is that going to cause?
Extreme use, but I'd allow heal
Stitch
for
it
that. Just
together
be
a
like,
little bit.
I could take that jump. That's a detour. Fuck my bones. You know?
Who needs tendons?
Who needs them?
Oh, this
I'll just use the blood from the bone poking through my leg to heal myself.
23.
Fucking terrible.
23.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna go with escape artists for the last one.
Classic.
Oh, 17.
That's a pass. The DC was 14, lads.
Oh. Bro, I had 2 13s.
I know. I'm so sorry. That's why on that first one I really cringed. I was like, hey.
That was I considering that nat 1.
Oh, good. I
You
love
did
it.
well.
You did it, buddy.
You did real well.
Probably not better than Ida, but
Well,
well.
I feel like it's a
It's,
top 3 in the group.
It's real easy to rank the bottom rankers, you know. Fucking classic. No, it's
Oh, is that Aoyama?
Aoyama
It's
tribe.
Aoyama.
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
Coda, Aoyama,
But between you and Ida at the top-
Momo.
You did well. You were quick. You maneuvered around a lot. You had a couple blunders that really fucked you up, and you had to take time to catch your breath and like heal your shattered bones.
Put his shoulder back in its socket. Just
As you're running. Just,
Like, fall won't kill me. Yay! You know, like
I feel like the liberality and the ability, like, yeah, I can jump 50 feet. That's fine. It's only to break both my legs.
I think you could probably take 5d6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could tank that easy.
That's terrible. By
I
the
could
way,
I could tank up to 10d6 theoretically.
I allowed that argument for heal because I was like, that's funny and clever and horrible.
Yeah.
But also, like, you never need to take that fall because you have ODM. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
calm down, Deadpool.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Ida is just too good. The problem is, he can leap to the tops of buildings because his high and long jumps are incredible.
You know, he had to beat me at something eventually.
Woo! Make sure you tell him that. That hurts, man. I like that. But that was a good run. You're faster than Momo, who was making gear to get over things, pole vaulting and grapple gunning. Certainly faster than those other 3 Muppets.
See, if I would have rolled my nat 1 like I was supposed to at the start of the stream.
Yeah, then it wouldn't have happened now.
Right?
Yeah, you could have
I
had
blame
it.
God.
Well,
I blame God.
2 of you get into the final round,
Yeah.
Lego?
and I'm gonna
Accidental
need
mobility.
as you 4 compete for first place, bragging rights and swag. I need you guys to make a new skill challenge, and we're gonna do it simultaneous now that you're in the same round.
We've got a.
And I will actually be rolling for the NPCs on this one because there are only 2. The DC is slightly higher than 14.
Okay.
Something happened in chat?
Oh, we just got a bot, and I hate trying.
Ugh,
to
I
do
hate the
damn
bots.
things.
Get the fuck out of
Hopefully
here,
it was like a
bots.
porn bot.
We
What
don't.
is wrong with you?
Adrian, what the fuck?
I don't know. It's like when you get like the porn followers on Instagram. You're like, oh, thanks.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Now.
Like,
No,
I'm
I
flattered that
don't.
I'm worth stealing money from,
Yeah.
What? Come on, Adriana. Come on. Think.
Think, Adrian. like you said the other day, the worst Mandela effect of our time.
Yeah, I think of just modern Mandela effects I can think of in like pop culture. That's certainly the worst.
Which one?
Think, Mark. Because everyone, like, people are generally starting to overcorrect and be like, no, it's think, Mark, think. And I'm like, motherfucker, watch the episode. There's only one think in it.
Really?
All right, whenever you're ready, Ian.
Okay.
No worries.
I'm plenty good enough.
Okay. Just clearing all the messages.
I just got the van out.
Good. Fuck you, bots. Well, lads, skill challenge 5-3, DC higher than 14. Good luck. We're gonna roll this round by round. What are we doing?
Acrobatics.
I'm gonna do the exact same thing, so I'm gonna do cute then knowledge engineering.
Okay, go for it.
Natural 20 plus
Pass.
11.
Cute's enough to build 2 at least. 17.
2.
And knowledge engineering 36.
Good. Ida. Bakugo. Alright. Everyone continues.
Escape artist.
Passes all around. Yep.
Flex into sunder.
Okay.
21.
Only 14 on the
Good.
flex.
14 total on your flex.
Flex.
No. Sorry. That's
It's
no
all
points for
right.
that.
That's so easy.
And a sunder of 18.
18. That's a pass.
8.
Alright. NPCs both pass. 2 rounds of passing all around. Keep going.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Cute and to fly.
26.
26. Good.
The cuteness. Oof. Nothing on the cuteness. And that one on the fly.
Terrible. Sorry. That's
Yeah.
one failure.
It's all good.
Tenya
then
Ida
that one.
succeeds.
Then
They both succeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Onward.
Is this the campaign that one auto fails on a skill?
Yes.
Mm.
And 20 auto succeeds.
Okay.
Still using the archaic, super crazy rules because anime.
The objectively better rules.
Knowledge Arcana.
mm-hmm.
Knowledge Arcana. Ooh, 9. So no. I'm assuming.
9
It's a
total?
higher, yeah.
That's a fail.
Flex into
It's a 2.
acrobatics.
Okay.
Nothing on the flex again. And acrobatics of 25.
Good. You both have 1 fail and 3 passes, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see these NPCs. Motherfuckers both succeed for 4-4, but Ida's starting to run out of skills.
Can I use the sense motive?
Yeah, sure.
17 plus 9, 26.
Mm-hmm.
Flex, and can I meld gymnastics and escape artist?
Sure.
Flex of 19. Give me something.
3 points.
Okay, spend 1 on speed, 2 on this check. 15 plus 4, 23 plus 17, 40.
Good. That's 4 passes, and 1 failure.
Yeah.
Can I use disable device
Picking it
on
back
like
up.
obstacle?
Well, the robot's watching me so that I can cheat.
Okay, Kai.
Yes, you could. But all the obstacles you could really use that on you. Your character would probably just teleport through
Fair.
anyway.
Fair.
So probably not.
Okay. Knowledge local.
Yeah.
18 plus 9, 27.
Okay,
Was
4
that the last
passes
one?
each.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw one more.
Flex, and I'd like to do a martial flexibility for overrun
Oh my
and just start blasting through things.
All right, just roll a combat maneuver check then. That's fine.
Yeah. The flex is 21.
Okay, that's
All I need is 2.
4, so you're good.
Okay. Spend 1 on speed, 1 on this check. Oh, 2, 8 plus 11, 19.
That's good.
All right.
That beats 18.
Good thing I got that D6.
I'm just running out of things to logically use.
Then don't use logic.
You've used acrobatics, local, escape artist.
I got away with putting my bone
Arcana.
back in place.
Arcana.
I think you can push it a bit.
What else have
Right.
you used?
I think of what else. Can I use sleight of hand?
Have you used fly yet?
I don't have fly trained.
I thought you did. Really?
Yeah.
Because you're the person who does the gliding and the jumping and shit.
Yeah, you just have it. I don't have it like as a trained thing, so I don't put skills into it.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
Because otherwise your glide suit built into your hero costume is useless.
Yeah, I just haven't used it yet.
Okay, you, what was the one you were thinking of?
Sleight of hand.
How?
My reason for sleight of hand is just this idea of being very dexterous and smooth with the way that you're doing things. So it's being able to, almost like a reflex check of the quick, if I'm hopping over something, to precise shot that.
With the nature of your quirk and how your character moves, I'd allow that. That's a good way to explain it. You've passed?
24.
Yes.
You have passed. See these lads? That's 1 failure, Ida. 1 failure, Bakugo. Ida's in. Don't you fucking dare choke this out now, man. Come on. Fucking failure, Bakugo.
Oh, you're a failure, bitch. Nobody likes you.
Oh man, got 4 successes, 3 fails. Classic. Well,
Oh, he failed out.
he failed out. Just on bad rolls.
He just got in his own head once he made one mistake.
Yeah, that sounds like Bakugo.
The emotions got to him.
And that puts our final standings somewhere approximately in the range of speed. Ooh, that's rough. Dexterity. Speed.
Failure.
Make sense?
Bitch.
Just roll bad.
Angry Pomeranian.
Just roll better, 5-head. All right.
Hell yeah.
At the end of the day, it just comes down to the speed and the raw
Speed
fucking
is
jumping
speed.
power.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Your character's pretty good at jumping too, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't even build hype. I rolled like a 16 on that, 26 on my acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
Life's good.
Life's good. All right. Yep. Everyone feel good about the results of that final bout? Because you guys each have...
Yeah.
The eyebrows.
All right.
The eyebrows always get me, man.
I fucking love the eyebrows. They're tiny. Well, rescue race comes to a close as you leap up the final expanse and put your hand over the top of the huge cylinder that All Might's parked on.
Yeah.
You see Ida's barely there, just breathing hard. He's getting his orange juice out and he's drinking out of it. And All Might just clapped a big hand on his shoulder and is congratulating him. He reaches his other hand out to you. He helps you up. You didn't need it, but I mean,
Yeah.
He's
Turn
being
back
nice,
to
you're
teeny
being
tiny.
nice. Yeah. Everyone arrives in time. Bakugo just like seconds behind you. You portal in and then he,
Oof.
you know. All right.
Angry Pomeranian.
That's our rescue race for this round, lads. Everyone, that should be 800 XP.
800.
How many does that leave you?
Not a lot.
Close.
22,700.
Out of
300 away.
23.
3,000.
Fuck.
28
22.
22.7.
I think we'll get it for the test then.
Test
We'll
will
get
do
it from the test because there are 2 tests left.
2?
Yeah.
Oh,
or
so we have the
written,
physical.
written tomorrow, physical Friday.
Yeah. I think we have the physicals every week.
And the
Or
pop quiz.
physical Saturday.
And a pop quiz.
I mean-
lol.
Come on.
And a villain attack.
And a villain,
And the villain
attack.
attack.
It's
Yeah.
casual.
The natural disasters.
The Tarask comes.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, we're playing that D&D now.
We're back to Mad King.
When
Oh
you're
no.
playing Uno and they play Blue Eyes White Dragon.
My blue eyes.
Just how many Tarasks were there in Mad King yet? No, just kidding. 5? 12?
No spoilers.
32? None? No.
Including the nursery.
Including this.
Oh
The
gosh.
Mad King is actually a Tarask?
He just summons it. He's like Galbatorix.
No, he is. He's a thin.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not.
Synth?
I'm going home.
What are you trying to say?
He's the Sith Lord.
Synthesis summoner. Where he.
Oh, synthesis.
He
something.
is a Sith Lord.
I'm like synth, like Fallout, like he's a machine man. What are you on about?
Stupid.
No.
Stupid. Sorry, stream. Stupid banter. Hey, rescue race lads. Nice.
Hey,
All Might congratulates you guys on your stupendous performances as the top 4. And with that, he takes everyone back to the viewing room. You guys are going to review the footage. No MVP voting, you know. Just going over the footage, like, here were common hang-up spots that everyone fucked up. You know, except for a couple people here and there. And here were things that everyone should work on. It's like, this was a really good move until you failed. Keep working on it.
Until you broke
You
your
know?
yeah.
Hey, you broke your bones. Why? No.
Please stop.
Because they don't.
You're gonna steal Midoriya's shtick, bro.
Because they don't stay. Well, unlike
You
mine,
can consistently do
I was
it.
gonna say
Sustainable leg breaking.
I don't need to get.
Your
kissed
legs
before
just
I defend.
fracture a little bit. His are like firecrackers.
Yeah.
I hate that they described it like that in canon. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
Well, you guys get through Rescue Race. All Might gives you the tips, the advice, gives you all the rundown. I'll kill you.
Silence.
And before long, the heroics block is going to come to an end.
Yeah. The good times.
You guys head back to the classroom, and you've plenty of time to change out of your uniforms and just kind of like hang out in the classroom because All Might is like that. He doesn't have
Gives you plenty of time.
he doesn't have a post-training classroom plan. It's just clean the areas around your desks and sit for 5 minutes.
I was going to be the first one done with costume change.
10 minutes for you.
Swap a
Yeah, I got a
speedo,
decent
take my
amount of shit
gloves
to get
off.
off.
Mm-hmm. Not nearly as much as some of these other Muppets, though, dude.
Aoyama,
You have-
Ida.
You have one of the less involved costumes. It's basically just high-tech street clothes.
I have to change from a suit into another suit.
Ida has to unstrap fucking plate armor.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh,
He has a squire.
I was gonna say I'll offer to help him if he wants.
Maybe that's what Minetta's good for, is a squire.
Hey, Ida, you need help undressing?
Stop it.
He's by.
Alright. You guys get back to class, and the rest of the day resumes as All Might bids you farewell. And your last period of the day is the last time you will be meeting for modern history before the test tomorrow. Modern history will be supplanting art, but Midnight runs both classes, so she can do that.
Super fun. Super hot.
Super hot. Love that game. Chris has it. Well,
I want to play Super Hot VR.
Dude, it's fun. It's so good.
we own it. We gotta do it. Sorry, stream.
Uh,
Class day comes to an end, lads. It's Thursday night. It's Thursday night.
woo!
Are we studying?
Study
again, I
sesh.
guess?
Ito's word.
Ito's word. Are you going?
Every
I
2
didn't
years,
say
it's
shit about a study session.
Pain. Are you going?
I'm going to the gym.
Pain. But y'all are going.
I'm going.
It's my word.
Pony's coming,
Ju-
Girata's
Ju-
coming,
Ju-
and Juzo's coming.
You?
So it's a 1B session?
It depends on how hard Zhao guilt trips me into it.
You're going to the gym? You're not coming to study?
I mean, I hadn't planned on going to the gym necessarily. But
Oh, you're just not coming?
I hadn't. We studied last night. I mean,
Is everything okay? You just need some time alone, or?
I need a lot of time alone. That's
Oh.
kind of how you. You want me to come study, buddy?
No, man. If you need your time.
What's your
You go
current
take your
bonus on
time.
that test?
Oh, pretty good actually.
Sometimes Kite just disappears, so it's all good.
Xiaofei goes for 100 every time. Always will.
You said Ito's going, yeah.
Yeah, Ito's gonna be there. It's on Ito's word.
Fine.
Yay!
I'm not cooking 2 nights in a row.
Delightful. Another history study session? You know who we're dragging into that this time? Momo.
The 1B clowns.
The clown.
I'm just gonna get all these lads off the board. We have Ito, Momo, small boy. No Ida, he's busy. Shoji, want to show this time. Tokuyami. Kirishima. And unless you guys specifically try to go harass anyone, that'll probably be it for class 1A.
Sue, you're not coming?
Get up.
You missed last study session and we never get to hang out.
How many people are going? Get up.
As far as I know, 8.
That's not too many. I can come by for a little bit.
Yeah!
I barely count as a person, so don't worry about me making too much noise.
We got a good deal of not too talkative folks, so it's all good.
Lads. And as for our 1B lads, let's see. The ones who already agreed to attend, plus some, because they have friends that they invite to things, right? I'm a damned fool. You know that? That one. I need that one. Cool. Among our Class B friends who can attend, we have Pony, Honenuki, Shishida. We have Shoda. And then
Jeff.
I want you to roll a d12 for me. Let's see how lucky you are.
4.
'Cause you, okay. Okay. I see. Yeah.
I don't see.
Yeah.
Dato!
Yeah, you recognize just by color.
Yeah, I know the color. I know the
Don't
color
worry, I'm making
coordination
minis
for a
for them, I
couple.
promise.
Damn straight, boy.
I'm gonna need them more.
You're my friend now.
They bring along Gankona
The
Dato.
beginning of the end for you, Dato.
Mostly because he doesn't know shit about Japanese history, and Jurita
Needs help.
and Shoda are in charge of yelling at him until he
That's right. He is.
gets his grades better.
It's like Guatemalan or something.
Yeah, he's
right?
he's Mexican.
He's from.
Well, he's half Mexican. He's half
I thought he was something-
Japanese.
I thought he was further south.
No.
Anyway, yeah, lad.
Fun. You lads, who's all gonna mob up together at Xiaofei's house? You guys go immediately, or you go home first?
Alright, I remember the store and get stuff to make.
Ooh,
Fried
tinnitus.
rice.
Well, it's not tinnitus. It's just
Tinnitus.
something's happening. Classic.
Titty ears.
Titty ears.
Ugh.
Yeah, it might be that
Tits
low,
ears.
low pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's just
exactly,
a storm moving through.
My barometric pressure sensor's going off all day.
That's
so.
what it just was. Like,
Gotta pop it.
It wasn't even like the eardrum. It was like the inner ear. I was like, oh, cool. Well, sorry. What was that, Ito?
I think I run to the store to get stuff to make fried rice.
Fried rice.
Cool, simple and clean.
Yum yum.
Uraraka
I'll do beef
and
fried rice.
Sue. Uraraka and Sue will go with you, because they don't need to run home yet.
I would do chicken, but it'd be a little awkward.
Why would it be awkward?
Alright. The rest of the lads,
Those go straight on over.
yeah, I think like literally the rest of the Class A kids just go straight over,
Yeah.
including
Let's go, everybody.
Dark Boys,
Dark boys.
Quiet One, Red Riot, and Mom. Yeah. Everyone heads back over to the apartment. It's a good time. Tokuyami and Shoji take up seats on the couch and just kind of wait. Shoji's just looking around. He hasn't been here very many times, if at all, has he?
This might be his first
I
time
think
here.
it's his
Yeah.
first time in your apartment.
Welcome to the place, Shoji. Oh my god, it's I can't believe this is the first time here.
You have powerful and clashing dynamics.
Oh, well, Kite decorated that half, and then I decorated this half, and you know, they just kind of meet in the middle with our favorite heroes. Miss Joke and Eraserhead and Mr. Aizawa.
Kind of looks like a manic depressive episode, doesn't it?
Well, I just put their posters right next to you. Did you know they used to work near each other?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's crazy. They were the best.
Yeah, he's interested by all of the furniture and all of the decorations. None of you know yet, but as Stream might know, Shoji's a minimalist, so that's it's something. You head to the supermarket with the girls. Hey, you get fried rice. Uraraka is definitely into fried rice. She eats a lot of that, and she tries to drag you guys like over to the ice cream and like the cold food aisle.
You want to do mochi for everyone afterwards?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. We gotta come
Glad
up
you
with
thought
flavors.
of it.
Yeah.
Feed me.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll get a couple of flavors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sue, she's just content to go get whatever and just, you know, stay with you guys. You're her friends. Back at the house.
Oh, sorry, while we're out, just I'll get it out of the way. I mentioned to Sue and Uraka about the sleepover.
You're not gonna
That's
run
the week after internships, right? Because you decided not to do the one this week.
Saturday after, yeah.
Cool.
That should be fine. Where are we doing that?
I'll have to double check with Momo. Momo didn't come with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mom was in the house.
I'll just have to double check with Momo because she had mentioned something about posting it, but I also don't want to like pressure her into it, so I have to find a good way to phrase that so she doesn't think I'm asking. You know, I don't want to invite ourselves over there.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, her place, mine.
Cool. Good to know. You guys don't have it set in stone yet, but everyone is. Everyone seems at least interested and ready to go. Other people start to rock up from Class B. You see the lads.
Lads! Yeah!
Pony and Dato really need the brushing up on Japanese modern history as foreign students. And
Hell yeah.
the rest of them are actually just like nice, smart boys who are here to be helpful or here to help out their classmates specifically.
Best lads.
Good lads.
The best mates. As Manai comes through the door.
Stop it. Shishida shows up and he just kind of looks around. The clown isn't present, is it?
No, Kite didn't decide to come home. I think he went to like the gym or something.
All right. I wanted to observe it in its natural habitat.
Usually when he's home, he just kind of like throws things around the place and plays clown knife.
Clown knife.
Yeah, it's where he gets a knife, and he puts the blade in his mouth, and then he just flies around ramming into things.
That sounds horrible.
Oh, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen, man. It's great. Better than that one time that guy turned himself into a pickle.
Christ.
Overrated.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a Rick and Morty joke. We can end the stream now.
What we've been building for this whole time.
I hope you're all satisfied because I'm going to go kill myself.
Fuck. Alright. Everyone gets settled and not starting studying without the ladies coming back.
Yeah.
But everyone else is here and ready. It's a big fucking study group. Always big study groups with you. Always.
It's the best. It's the best way to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of brains to pick.
It actually makes things more efficient because with more people, there's less temptation for the group to break down into just socializing
Yeah.
somehow.
Get
All
those
right.
couple together, start on a little chow.
Everyone shows up, and it's not going to be hard to get some of that food cooking and ready to go. Who's in charge of that? Not you.
Me.
No.
You? You're in charge of that?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, Sue can help.
She's taking the night off from
She's decent in the
cooking.
kitchen. All right, and you guys get studying. Fun. I want you to roll a perception check.
21. Yeah.
You notice Pony is Pony's looking at Shoji a lot. Like a lot. You notice.
Yeah, I just stealthily make my way over there at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You should go say hi. He's really cool.
She just, huh?
Shoji, he's awesome.
That's the big one, right?
The one you keep staring at? Yeah.
Am I staring?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to, I just...
Oh no, it's all good. You should go say hi though, because he's awesome.
I think I just...
And she kind of thinks about it for a second. She switches to English with you.
I'm not trying to be mean, but... cephalopods are scary.
Holy shit, Shoji's an octopus. I get it now. He doesn't do anything like an octopus though, like at all.
Do you feel dead?
Oh man, I can't believe
love that.
I didn't.
It's good.
He picked fucking Tentacle as his hero name. Like, oh, it's all clicking now. I get it.
Hold up. Are you just not figuring that out?
Huh?
No.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Don't mind me. Carry on.
Yeah, and she just like kind of turns
Shoji's
side to
not
side, just sheepishly a little bit.
Shoji's not a scary guy though. He's super cool.
Okay.
He is actually really cool.
Yeah,
Someone call it tentacle.
guess I'll try to find some time to talk to him.
He's
Thank
not
you.
tentacruel.
That's
Stop
the
it.
Pokemon.
Yeah, she is uncomfortable with his presence. Unfortunately, you think she could relate?
That makes me
Yeah.
so unreasonably mad.
I know,
Like immediately,
right?
I don't like Pony now. I'm just like, no.
Aww. It's terrible. It's not about him being an animal person. It's just about the squid, the octopus look. It's just
But
about
Mimsy, 8 legs. 8 vaginas.
that. I fucking hate that meme.
Thanks, Mimsy. Goodbye.
God.
That fucking meme is atrocious. Well,
What did it be for?
Top-notch cancer right there.
top notch.
It would be.
Hononuki,
Also, no, it wouldn't be.
Hononuki has a long and hushed conversation with her about the matter, and he's just gonna, thank you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's just, it's personal hang-ups, right? Some people think my teeth are goofy.
who would think that?
Me, I think my teeth are goofy.
Hey.
Yeah.
No, I don't really get it, but that's all cool.
I think it's a very charming smile.
Ugh. Oh boy. Oh Pony. Elsewhere in the room, Momo's still just going through notes and things, and Kirishima is just hanging out kind of like casually with you guys. Hey, no kite tonight?
No, he went to the gym.
Uh-uh.
What the fuck am I here?
Gym sounds pretty good, too, but I mean, I know I definitely need a little more work on the history test, and it's probably my favorite subject.
You want to go to the gym tomorrow?
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Cool. Gym night with Kirishima tomorrow.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is how plans are made, spontaneously.
I can't see my friend sad.
Speaking of kite at the gym, kite!
At the gym!
Roll a d12!
Ah,
We'll see if anyone's bold enough to bother you today.
12.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
I have a sword and a shield.
Sword and a shield.
Fear me.
Fear me. Give me a second.
What?
Fuck. Can help. Just a moment. I mean, you see plenty of people at the gym. There are tons of them.
Oh,
You know?
God.
It's a weeknight. Lots of students getting their workout in, getting their intense workout anyway for the week. You, what are you doing?
I am whacking a training dummy out of anger.
The usual. Shut the fuck up. Why mute your phone?
I just wanted to rejoin the stream, guys.
Yeah. Alright. You're just hanging out in the dummy room, swinging your sword at things.
Yeah.
I need a perception check.
Okay. I'm great at those. Oh, hey, I actually, 19.
There's a dummy just like 3 or 4 meters off to your right, and you're swinging your sword, practicing, training, and every time that you look over, and it's turned slightly.
Cut it in half.
Kill it! It's adorable little panzer. Kill it!
It's our boy. Get him.
Get him! Okay, Jeff.
Whack.
Yeah, you just swing your sword at the dummy.
I just throw it because I'm like 3 to 4 meters away, right? Just.
You throw it, and the dummy just immediately jumps a little bit, and then just moves across the room, like awkwardly scooting, but very quickly.
Like prop hunt.
Get it.
The sword does not hit the dummy; and just goes clattering on the floor across the room.
I thought you were the shield. How have you multiplied?
He's talking to the clown.
Yeah, and the clown doesn't say anything, but the 2 eyes manifest in front of the shield just kind of blink at you.
Please don't do that again.
Sure. The clown transforms and goes and grabs a sword and comes back. You keep fighting.
Where's that? Yeah, just kind of keeping an eye on that dummy.
Dude, it sort of settled in the corner after it ran away. And it just keeps scooting a couple of feet closer to you every now and then.
I can't avoid this.
So you're holding the clown.
Oh.
Caressing the clown.
Yeah. Fight my way, pretending like I'm not. You know how you pretend to not see a child?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hate that I know exactly what you're talking about.
Me as a teacher.
Yeah. Pretending I don't see the child.
Me driving.
Wait, you see children? I see multipliers.
Me at the train platform.
Terrible.
The coins on the region, they're everywhere.
I
Say
know.
any things?
I don't know what to say. Who are you and why are you related to the clown?
It's the mannequin just stays there. Not a word, not a hint of movement. It's just a dummy. You swing at it again, or you throw it?
I swing.
You swing, it just hops to the side deftly.
You can't get away.
Yeah, you keep swinging.
Yeah. It's a mobile training
It
dummy.
just keeps dodging and moving slightly across the room. You swing one final time, and it just disappears. And you realize there are now 2 training mats on the floor.
I don't understand. Why does this happen to me?
Just thinks it's the clown.
I'm just gonna de-summon the clown. I'm just gonna sit there, be like,
Just stare at it.
I'm just gonna focus.
Yeah.
The mat moves a little bit. Shifts slightly towards your feet.
Sound good?
Observe.
It moves slightly towards your feet.
What is it planning?
It moves slightly towards your feet.
What does it want with him?
I can't use the mat as a weapon. It's just not possible. It's too big.
Not with that attitude,
You
young
can
man.
use the weapon on the mat.
I tried that.
And the mat
It
sits
dodged.
there, undisturbed, for the duration of you sitting on the floor staring at it.
Yep, that's a successful night.
Yeah? You leave the gym early?
Yeah.
Fuck! You leave. As you leave, you hear the shifting, the sounds of the mat.
Why am I the only one that's cursed?
Yeah? Yeah? Okay. You leave. You are not there to see or hear it as the fifth training dummy in the room then just bursts into laughter as you leave.
Walker's met that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just fucking with you. Sorry.
Do I get my workout bonus?
You're obviously antisocial, and all the chaotic assholes who are hanging out around the gym are
Yeah,
absolutely
fucking
going to
with
mess with you.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that I couldn't catch up to that one.
Your workout bonus?
Yeah.
Well, what's the bonus you're training for?
Just a +4 weekly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can get that. That's fine. It's a... Oh, so, yeah, make a skill check for me. 'Cause it's your test check, right?
Yeah. Is that a skill check or is that an attack?
I'd let you do either, but the attack roll would be a higher DC.
I'll take gambler.
Gambler's always applicable, dude. Always.
13.
13. Classic. You've rolled so many 13s tonight.
Yeah, it's
That
kind of
DC
sad.
was 14,
Unlucky.
bro.
Bruv.
You get a +2 on one
Yeah.
thing for your physical test. Okay. Back at the apartment, though, the rest of you,
Yeah! Loads of fun.
loads of fun. Fun for the whole family. Gan Konadato is sitting in the corner next to Shoda, silent. The studying goes well, and the food is simple, and people eat it throughout. Kind of an open forum, just get up, go get food. People will catch you up, and there's not a whole ton to miss. It's all review anyway. At this point, Momo starts like running through flashcards with small groups of people, you know. And Dato's still just sitting there in the corner, not interacting with anyone, occasionally asking Shoda questions, just like leaning over, whispering something. Shoda explains it to him, and then he just,
Dato, I'm so glad you made it.
yeah, for the record, they didn't tell me it was going to be here when they said there was a study session.
Classic. Excellent job, guys.
Just like some finger pistols at my friends.
Shishida gives you a thumbs up.
That's how you get them. Glad you came.
I'll just sit next to him silently.
Good.
Good
Okay.
chunk. I'll
Just beaming right next to him.
yeah.
You just. So are you always like this, or do you ever transform at home?
Oh, well. I transform at home when I'm like working out and stuff. But especially when I'm like studying, no, I try not to transform because then I get really stupid.
So it's purely a practicality thing.
Yeah, basically. Also, I've been having memory issues lately, so it would really suck to study while big because then there's a chance, for whatever reason, that I just will never remember it.
I like you plenty, Zhao Fei, but the big guy's more fun.
Well, you want to work out with us tomorrow? We're going to the gym.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah!
Can't hurt.
Oh, you're not going to the gym, right? If it doesn't hurt.
No, I'm saying it can't hurt to go with all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going?
So far, me and Kirishima over there, he's great.
Alright. Still trying to figure out Class 1A.
Oh, yeah, I mean, It's a lot. 24 names? Whew.
No, not names. I mean, like, half of you seem like total absorbed assholes sometimes.
As
But
many
the
as
other
half?
half of you are really, actually, infuriatingly friendly.
Oh.
I can relate to that one, mate.
Like, obnoxiously nice. It's so refreshing, I can't stand it.
I've had Class B figured out forever.
Yeah?
Yeah, you guys are just all great.
Aww.
Then you obviously don't have Class B figured out.
Oh no, totally. Like when we hung out with Monimo the one time, he was all doing the British humor thing with Walker. It was awesome. He's a funny guy. So sad that I never get to see him around though.
Yeah, he's a real tosspot.
If I saw what yells at me again.
Is that a? I always said it was a dirty word, but is it a friendly dirty word?
No.
It depends
I never
entirely
quite
on how
understood.
you use it.
Yeah, whatever. You guys gonna go work out tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Gym?
We'll be at the gym.
I'll be there.
Hell yeah, buddy. See you then. We're gonna be best friends. Yeah.
Just back into the part. Just back into the study group.
Standoffish, confused guy that Dato is. I love him, but God, he's hard to deal with.
No, he's easy to deal with. I just invite him to things until he comes.
I keep hearing no until finally I hear yes.
Yeah. I just break him down piece by piece until he's my best friend.
Oh.
It
Oh.
works on everybody eventually.
Oh no. All right. Other side of the room. Who's doing flashcards with Momo?
All that.
Yeah. Roll a little history check.
No.
She flashed me that out.
Yeah.
No. It was tasteful cleavage,
Natural 20.
guys.
Fucking
damn!
Jesus.
Three tonight.
Ah!
Like
Yeah,
you're doing the flashcards and like she doesn't finish reading the prompts before you're like this, that, bang. Like you just like have the fucking answers like before she's even done reading the cards, right? It's just like
When she's
shit.
shuffling through and like going to read the cards, you make a portal next to your head and then one behind her face, and you're just like sticking your face halfway through and reading it.
How you
real
could just
quick.
make both portals behind her, right? So she
Yeah.
can't see them, but it's like one's here, one. Right. This is the mirror, effectively. Fucking love it. Oh god, you could make like an Eldritch Abomination mirror. You know what I'm talking about? Mirrors that face each other.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking hate those.
I love those.
yes.
My
Those are
brain
The
can't.
forever tunnels.
I swear, that shit is how the old ones are gonna creep into our world through mirrors like that.
Yeah.
You could make that, couldn't
It's
you?
reserved for the fire mind
I don't
flares.
think. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
light will travel through
Yeah.
them.
I was just thinking as to whether you see what's on the other side, because it just kind of looks like a mirage, or if it's something like if it shows it, or if you have to stick your head through it to see the other side.
I think it would show it, because otherwise it'd be really hard to use
To gauge exactly
with,
what you're
like,
doing.
tactile
Yeah. You're right.
dexterity. All right. Yeah, that's a thing. At some point, Uraraka's there and she's doing flashcards too. Sue wanders over and starts talking to Class B people because she's nice and friendly. Quiet boys are quiet. Classic. Are you quiet with them? Classic.
My lads.
Kirishima wanders over. Hey, do you guys want to go working out tomorrow?
What is tomorrow? Friday night? I've actually got plans tomorrow night.
Plans tomorrow night?
With Ida?
That was Saturday.
Squadron. Wait.
Tomorrow night's Friday night.
Hang on. Fuck, no, it's Thursday, isn't it? No, I'm good. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Saturday's when the plans are. As long as it's not too late or too strenuous.
That's okay. That's something I do.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. Meet you at the gym for that then, huh?
Yeah, I think I've got. Pulls out his phone, checks his thing. I've got log press tomorrow.
Sure. I'll try whatever you're trying, I guess.
Yeah, sure, it's fun. You pick up a big thing and you push it over your head. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I do some kind of weird workouts and stuff, for my quirk, but I
Right.
guess I'll probably just show you.
I mean, if you want me to just like punch
Throw
you for
things
an
at you.
hour, I can do that too.
Your fists aren't going to be hard enough, I promise.
I mean, I can throw shit at you too. if you want.
Yeah, he just smashes his head into solid objects for long periods of time.
Me too,
That's
buddy.
part of my training.
He would appreciate someone just trying to beat the shit out of him for his work. That would actually help a lot.
I mean, I've got a
Happens in the home game tons, actually.
Yeah.
I've got a cricket bat in my flat.
You would break your cricket bat. Actually,
I've also got an axe too, if that would be better for you.
you might almost break your axe. All right.
Need a damn good sharpening afterwards, at least.
Mm-hmm. Boy, oh boy. Lads. Tokoyami, yeah. What are you like? Who are you hanging out with? Just going around everywhere.
I love everybody.
Tokoyami just kind of like stops you as you're like bouncing past him. He just puts his hand out.
Hey, what's up?
Xiaofei,
Hi.
I have a few questions for you. If
I
you don't
have
mind answering.
Answers for you. Absolutely.
Where is your roommate?
Kite, he went to the gym, I think.
I fear our quirks are having an adverse effect on each other.
What, like they don't like each other?
I do not believe Dark Shadow enjoys the presence of the clown or its master.
You know, I've read a lot of books, and apparently there's a huge chunk of the population that's really unsettled by clowns.
No, I do not believe it's because he is a clown. In fact, Dark Shadow enjoys things like that. Rather, I believe it's the nature of the quirk itself.
Oh.
If it's suitable and it fits your schedule, which I know is already jammed and full of various social activities and distractions, I think it would be most excellent if you could get the four of us together.
The four of us?
Myself, Dark Shadow.
Yeah. Just you, Kite, and the quirks. Yeah.
I suppose you would be welcome to tag along.
Oh, I'm super down. Yeah. I'd love to. I'll tell Kite that we're doing something tomorrow, and then you can just be there.
Thank you. This is a question that I would like to think about over the course of my internship. See if I can find any answers while I'm studying.
Oh, okay, so you want to wait till after the internship?
No, I
No,
prefer to have
tomorrow.
it resolved before then.
Sweet. I'll let you know where he's going to be.
Thank you. You were as helpful as always, class representative.
Oh, anytime, man. You're the best.
All right. You wander away and you hear him whisper something strange under his breath.
Revelry in the darkness.
No. Dark musings. He keeps thinking
The
because
titans of the shadow shall
he's-
meet at last.
he's starting to like pick up on it, and you're just like, fuck the clown. I don't want to think about him. And he's like, what's happening? Dark Shadow's being catty. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
It's because he's a bird.
Behave properly.
And cats hunt birds.
Catbird, no weakness.
Catbird, no known weakness. You see Pony wanders over towards Tokoyami and Shoji and starts like talking to them.
Yeah.
With Juzo accompanying her.
Yeah.
And over in your guys' area, some of the other lads wander over. Dato stays in his chair across the room, but Shoda and Shishida wander over, and they start helping you guys run flashcards and stuff. Shishida eats some of the fried rice, and then he just kind of like leans into the conversation a little bit. Say, all of you, is it fair to surmise that some of you might be amongst the more academically inclined members of Class 1A? And Momo just, well, I believe that's fair. I don't know if I can speak for any of my classmates. Zhao Fei is rather intelligent, even if he might sometimes prefer to spend his time in social gatherings. He's always reliable if you want him to study. Shishida just kind of looks over you guys.
I've been doing well.
Let's just say I could be if I tried a bit harder.
Ah, that's a familiar trap, my friend. It's a hard habit to break.
It's a hard knock life.
For us.
Yeah, I'm working on breaking a couple bad habits, so we'll see.
Well, if you ever want someone to study with, then maybe meet some more people from Class 1B. There are all sorts of wonderful classmates, and a great deal of them would appreciate having more people to study with. We have a relative lack of academic diversity,
among our class, if you understand my meaning.
Yeah, I got no problem with it.
Most of them know the same shit. They need help. Help them out.
Study with 1B. Yeah.
They're actively asking for your help. So that's a thing.
Nothing's
Yeah,
better.
I mean, I can't guarantee I'll be any help, especially around Blondie. I don't think he likes me, but
Monoma. Well, I'm afraid Nato doesn't really enjoy anyone from Class 1A.
yeah, it's kind of his whole what is it, crux to bear, something like that.
And that's his personal issue. I'm not involved. I would say, though, if you ever have troubles studying things of particularly Japanese subject orientation,
That obvious, huh?
well, I know that you are from the United Kingdom, are you not?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, mate. Japanese is my weak link.
Well, you should go speak with Pony about it. Maybe she would help you. And we have several other students in our class from other nations.
Yeah, Pony, she's not from Japan either, is she? Where's she from again?
Yeah, she's currently talking to Shoji over there.
Oh, she's from the southern United States.
I mean, yeah, no, sure. I'll play.
About as different in culture as you really can get.
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, I can play nice.
Good, good. Well, I won't steal any more of your time.
And he goes back to the kitchen and he gets the stuff. And he goes back to his classmates. Shulda's not the most socially active guy, but he says hi and he engages when he's approached. He's just, kind of there to reply and to react, but not there to engage.
I have a question for Momo.
For Momo, absolutely.
It's like,
Anything else
what was
from
that?
studying tonight?
Choke the
Okay.
dark boys
We're
out
about
the-
time. So
Yeah, soon.
you have your
Momo.
question.
Yeah, can you make?
Hmm?
Can you make? I've been thinking as scientifically as I can, I suppose. Can you make liquid?
Well, I can. But it depends on the liquid. I'm still having issues getting down certain chemicals and certain elements. Why? Stay away from me.
Don't say it. Don't do it.
Kill you all. What's up?
Are you familiar with something called heparin?
Heparin. What is heparin? Just for me.
Heparin is heparin's an anticoagulant.
Heparin. Well, yes. I don't make it very often, but it is something I've studied. I am specializing in making equipment and gear for medical evaluation and aid.
So you got me thinking about potential antidotes and/or enhancers.
Right. Were you maybe thinking about a way to use your quirk as an active ingredient? I can't synthesize your blood, unfortunately.
Don't worry, I've got plenty of that. But see, the problem naturally using blood as a component is you've got a time window before it's useless.
Right.
But if you could crank out some preservatives and anticoags, I could probably start putting something together.
Of course. I would love to help you with this. I do have one question, though. If you think such a thing would be helpful to you and your quirk, why wouldn't you approach the support studio about it? I'm sure Powerloader could supply you with the necessary components.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go asking for a bunch of components if I don't know if it works first.
Right. Well, I suppose that's where I come in. I'd love to help you out.
Plus, and then, I mean, the worst thing that happens is you get experience printing stuff.
Yeah. I think I've only ever really tested making anticoagulants and things like heparin.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple.
Few times.
There's a couple I can think of, but heparin's just kind of an easy one that works super well. You don't need a bunch of it either. I hate you, Ian. I'll kill you. I don't
I
know what
don't
you're
want to
thinking.
know what's happening, I'm afraid.
It's fun.
Oh, is it the chat?
Was in
Yeah,
chat.
I see.
Okay.
What is happening in chat right now?
They said it for me.
Jesus. Okay. I'll just see it after stream ends. Speaking of which,
Word.
anything else before study night ends, lads?
No.
All right. I'll get your friend updates after post stream.
Cool.
But yeah, that's your group for the night. Some people were talking to folks they've never met before. Some new friendships are made, and more connections are formed with Class 1B. Hope you guys are ready when we come back to start up on Friday morning.
Yes.
We're almost there, lads.
Almost there. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.